Good afternoon, there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the grand finale of ASUS ROG Showdown Valorant tournament, which is happening between PARATROOPS versus Team Tamilas. This is gonna be a best out of three grand finals, and the winner is gonna be walking away with $300 worth of Steam codes. And here with me, I have my co-caster Shreya, who is going to be walking us through the beautiful, amazing casting. We're gonna walk you through these three amazing games we have coming ahead for you. How are you doing, Shreya?
I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking, Elika. And now, talking a little bit about the tournament, the entire tournament had around 70 teams that participated and were divided in two qualifier tournaments. And now we have the two finalists with us who will have a showdown today to win some Steam codes worth $300, which is a pretty good deal, in my opinion. Now, Team Tamilas qualified from the first qualifiers, which happened on Friday, which was the 6th of November, and Paratroops qualified from the second qualifiers, which was 7th November, which happened yesterday. Pretty new.
Yes.
So either way, I'm definitely very excited.
I think the
And
whole audience has been eagerly waiting for this match because Team Tamilas versus Team Paratroops. Paratroops have a place like Edit and Mamba who are pretty popular in the community and are known for their crispy aim. And talking about Team Tamilas, I think it is like the third most growing team in India, I think, coming up to the
definitely,
Valorant roster. We have
definitely.
seen them competing against very good teams like Globally Sports, Noble, Velocity Gaming, and they have actually secured themselves good position at the moment in Indian gaming scenario. And what do you think about the map picks?
The map picks definitely very interesting. Going in for the first map for Team Tamilas is a bind. Uh, Definitely one of my favorite maps. A very close quarter, gunfight, and it's going to be very just a jam-packed game. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And map two actually was selected by Paratroops, which was Haven. Three sites, a lot of defense action as well as attack action, and we're going to see some pretty interesting, I'd like to say, strategies being put to play into the game. And the decider map will be Ascent, my favorite map out of all of these maps, and they are definitely
Yeah,
going
it's
to show
also known
some,
as
yeah,
like default D2, default
default
duster if you
D2.
know
Exactly,
any
exactly.
CSGO.
Exactly, exactly. And definitely, I'm very excited to see how they use their strategies, their teamwork, and their gameplay overall in all of these maps. And I'm definitely excited. I think everybody else in the chat is excited as well. And let's see how things turn out.
Yeah, this one thing I would like to mention about the map picks as well. Not picking Split. What do you think about why they ignore the fact that Split cannot be played in this BO3?
I think Split, to be very honest, from a person who has been playing the game for a really long time, I hate Split. It's just too cramped. Not too many strategies can be applied. Whereas a map like Bind, that portal has so many outplay potential. And other maps like Ascent, a huge playground for characters like Sova and Raze, and as well as Haven, three bomb sites. A lot of strategies can be utilized. So, in my opinion, not going for Split makes a lot of sense, and these three map choices are actually pretty perfect.
Yeah, going in with the bind map first, I definitely am expecting an omen to be picked up. I think that's pretty much the default pick which you make in a map like bind. Smokes are really important. While talking about paratroops, starting off at the defender side is making me a bit concerned right there because paratroops are known for their individual aim and Team Tamilas is known for their teamwork. You know, they are like they are buddies before they're actually teammates.
Yeah, that is definitely true. I mean, I know some of the players in Paratroops, and they're my really good friends, as well as in Team Tamilas. Team Tamilas, I've watched them play a lot and a lot of games, and they have definitely been very, very interesting. And it showed me really how does a team actually utilize strategy and utility to win rounds, which is what this game is about.
Yeah.
So it's definitely interesting.
What are your views on who's gonna win this map today? As we can see that Team Paratroops have won against Reckoning India. They've took down both the maps and they gave it a clean walk against Reckoning India yesterday in the semi-finale. And I am not pretty much sure about Team Tamilas what happened in the yesterday's game, but I think both are like one of the growing teams. Of course, they are competing, and both of them are really going to try their level best. But what is your prediction towards it? Who do you
I
expect
mean,
to get most of the points?
to be very honest, I will say I'm a Paratroops fangirl. I've been following them since the first day they have been playing, and I just love all of those guys. They are so energetic and just individually aimers. They are amazing. So I'm definitely gonna stick by Paratroops.
Oh, also, I do have a little bit thing to ask you a question right here. That we can see that there is Flex, Rafa, Tag F, Stoner, Zoid coming in from Team Tamilas, and Strix, Glyph, Blinks, Edit 999, Mamba from Paratroops. There's
Hmm.
one thing I would like to mention while we are talking about the agent picks. Flex and Rafa usually play duelist.
Yes.
It's so what kind of duelist pick they take is different in every map.
Hmm.
So what are you expecting? What kind of agents are you expecting in mind? I think Omen is pretty much default. We see that Mamba and Zoid, both of them are Omen mains.
Yeah. I mean, Omen is a pretty default pick nowadays. Actually, Omen is preferred more over Brimstone because of the smokes that regenerate, and as well as the flash and so much of utility that Omen offers, which provides with a very aggressive gameplay for players. But in terms of duelists, I would definitely say that on a map like Bind, Raze would definitely be my first pick. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Race would be perfectly alright because I think it's the only duelist which has a high amount of damage ability. But every ability she has does some or a little damage to the enemies. And talking with the second duelist, I definitely think they should go for Phoenix, as Reyna is not that advisable for in a competitive scene unless you're that good of a fragger.
Yeah, I totally understand that statement because Reina's flash, even though I would say that Reina's flash is one of the best in game, she's not as useful when it comes to professional games. And moving on to the first map of Bind, let's kick it right away, Alika. So we do see that. Edit has that bathroom control, and he is going to be very careful the way he utilizes
Mhm.
his drone and his utility. Three players on A bomb site. Very standard setup here we see
Yeah.
coming in by the players, and let's see how this round turns out. But
Yeah,
no sort
due
of
to
push coming in.
some technical issues, I think we've missed the first two rounds, and I do
Yes.
definitely think that Paratroops have won the pistol round and as well as the second round, which makes it to the third round, which is going to be a full buy from both of the teams. And I am expecting, third round is usually the most important round because no matter
Joke's
even if you
over.
lost the
You're
pistol round,
dead.
you're going to have a full buy coming in for both of the teams. So here's when the big guns come into the use and the actual kind of fight is going to take place. And while talking about that, Edit gets a first kill onto the
But
Sova.
Flex, he has such a good flank and he does take down Glyph. Now they have entire off
30 seconds
B
left.
bomb site, and this is going to be a pretty interesting entry for Team Tamilas. But Strix is going to be holding on to CT and he's going to wait
Spike
for somebody to
planted.
cross through that smoke. Strix is going to meet Cypher right at the end, and Mamba taking down Stoner. Flex does get that angle, but the bomb has been planted, so it is going to be a very difficult situation for Paratroops to retake up on, and the
One player
fires and
remaining.
everything's just started. Edit taking down Zoid, Bing's taking down Flex, and Zoid gets a kill onto Mamba. Now Rafa is all alone in a clutch situation. He just can't make that happen.
Yeah.
A really unfortunate round, but I really like the way Flex just went onto site. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely would agree that Flex got a great entry at the opening kill for the round. But talking about the economy, I don't think Team Tamilas are in a really good position in terms of economy as they lost 3 rounds back to back, losing an entire full buy after losing the pistol, and the next round can be a little bit of what do you say
Life
risky
goes
for
down.
them to do a forced buy in fourth round. And talking
This
about
is a
the
nice
agent
spot.
picks, there's only we can see Jet and Phoenix
This goes
coming
here.
in play from Team Tamilas, and Omen as usual. We have two Intel players, that is Cypher and Sova. Pretty much impressive if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that Intel operator of Sova is really, really useful on this map. And you're going to see exactly why, because of that drone usage in showers, as you can see, to get early information. And even a little bit of information goes a long way on this map. So Stoner holding on to shot. And he's going to meet Binks really soon, right here. That Boombot is going to catch on to Stoner. He better take that out before it hits him. A flash coming in from Omen. And it's going to be a quick gunfight happening, and just frags all over the board. And out of nowhere, it's become a 4v1 situation. And Team Tamilas are in kind of in a pickle, because they're going to have to figure out how to retake this site, and the bomb has been dropped.
Yeah, with the setup of that, he gets one deep, but immediately get taken down by Blinks. I think Blinks over here did a good job. He got the entry by taking down one of the players in the shot, and then he just take out the last kill. I think that's pretty much how to start the round off and the close by Raze. As you told, that Raze is a very important pick duelist in a map like Bind.
Exactly, and I will always agree with. I stand strongly by Raze being present on every map, in my opinion, just because of how useful her utility is.
Yes, definitely. And what do you think? 4 rounds, 4-0. Team Tamilas does not look good at all. And I think the setup coming here is that 3 at the bomb side and 2 at the side. Take that down immediately. I think it's going to be an immediate B execute.
That is for sure. That is for sure. And as I've said before, Sova being so useful on this map as ever. Edit, he has been utilizing his utility really, really well. He's going to go get that Lamb's control. We do see a slow rotation, or I believe not a rotation, sorry. We do see the Raze holding up in heaven. So that is going to be some nades raining in up from above. But I think Team Tamilas are down by 4 rounds, and they're going to have to regroup real quickly. 50 seconds on the clock. They are going to have to try to make a play towards B bomb site, and Rafa is going to be the first point of contact, picking up an ult orb for that amazing ult that Phoenix does have now. It's all down to Glyph. I think he's all on his own. Rafa entering into site with a beautiful flash, and he's going to try to just enter in very carefully, making sure no Cypher traps catch him along the way, and quick Omen TP at the back of the site to get information. This play by PARATROOPS seems really good, but a player is already down. Rafa is on site. Now this can turn one way or the other. Strix taking down Stoner. Rafa, a beautiful headshot onto Binks, and he has another potential, but Strix unfortunately gets Rafa down. Strix with a 4K, and will Strix get the ace? It's all down to Strix. And Strix, there you go. Strix, the man. He has just brought in 5 rounds for his team, bringing an ace. Wow, what a gameplay by Strix right here.
Yeah, not only bringing an ace, he also got to defuse the bomb, and that makes us clearly explain that PARATROOPS have done their warm-up, have done their homework, and they're all ready to face against Team Tamilas right there. Can you see the amount of dedication they're putting itself in the first map? It's a
definitely
BO3. Long way to go.
Long way to go, but I think they want to wrap it up in 2 games. In my opinion, they seem super pumped up and super hyped to just done and dust all these maps in a row. And I'm excited to see how they carry on the next few rounds, because Team Tamilas definitely would be worried. Economy wise, they're not doing too well.
Yeah,
but they
I
are
think
force
buying every round, Team Tamilas should be in a trouble if they do not concentrate on the number of rounds they don't have. But yeah, talking about Team PARATROOPS, I think they've been doing really well. The amount of trades they're taking down to each other, they're also not getting their bodies dropped pretty much. They're not giving any chance for Team Tamilas to save even few guns. But talking about Rafa, he used his ultimate on the shot, which actually was taken down by Blinks.
Here.
And very much at that moment, there's 3 people holding on site. Mamba landing a beautiful headshot onto Jin. Flex has that beautiful angle, but Rafa instantly trading out, and Mamba just carries on with the frag nation. He takes on 3 players of Team Tamilas. I think Mamba is definitely warmed up, and he's ready to win this round for his team as well. Glyph has that lamp control, and Stoner is just going to spam through the smoke, expecting for some opportunities. Zoid landing a beautiful shot onto Mamba. And I think they are going to take the TP and try to head on over towards B, but there is actually nobody on site, so they can go ahead and plant the bomb. And that tripwire definitely got Zoid thinking a little bit about what's going on, but the bomb will get planted, and it is going to be a 3v2 clutch situation for Team PARATROOPS.
Yeah, definitely. I think at this point it's very difficult for Stoner And his team Zoid
One
trying to
enemy
use it in
remaining.
his favor as it's 2v4 and Glyph's already takes down one player. Zoid is down. Cypher will take down Glyph and he gets immediately traded for edit. So I think it's the sixth round. Team Paratroops are not giving up anytime soon. And Bamba, he is making wonders with the crisp aim he has. I mean, look at the amount of rush being made, and especially talking about playing as a sentinel, as an omen, is able to frag that much. I think that's a lot to talk about from
I
Team
wouldn't
Paratroops.
even exactly. To be honest, I wouldn't even call Omen a controller. I'd call Omen a duelist in my opinion because of the
Yes,
really
because
big outplays.
yeah, because Omen has a flash and he can smoke himself, like, he can take covers for himself. So I
Exactly.
definitely wouldn't consider him as a sentinel. Although there's a one little bit disadvantage about Omen is that it cannot heal himself. Most of the duelists are self-healing operators.
At least some of them, but Strix landing some beautiful shots with that operator, and he's gonna have to hold this side pretty well and landing
One
two
enemy
beautiful
remaining.
shots and a third shot, and
Flawless.
oh my god, a total
We crushed
wipe
them.
up for Team
Yes.
Paratroops.
Like hardly 10 seconds into the round, we can see it's a flawless round coming in for Paratroops. I think at this point they want to wrap it real quick. 7-0 Team Tamilas. I don't even think they're trying at this point. Team Tamilas force buying each and every round is actually more of a concern, and I think they're not using the smokes ability properly. Phoenix flashes and Strix getting that quick 2k in the long, and he still does not get traded by any of the players from there. That's something to be concerned. And talking about the number of kills, we have Rafa with 3 kills from Team Tamilas, and Strix with 10 kills, who is at top of the scoreboard at the moment, and I think Mamba at the third.
Yeah. But definitely these players of Team Paratroops are something that you want to watch out for. But both the teams have bought an operator. Now, the operator, it's such a pricey gun, but when you get a kill with it, it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
And let's see how things go around in this round.
After the recent patch update, I think operator's price has been increased from $4,500 to 500 credits. I think that's something to be, that's something to be given a second thought before buying an operator, because the economy does not go well when you buy an operator. But Team Paratroops have been winning 7 rounds back to back, so I don't think operator should be an issue. But we can see that Flex from Team Tamilas has operator in his hand. If they lose this round, then it's going to be an eco for them again. I think it's going to be their third eco in the first half. Yes.
Exactly, and it's going to be a slippery slope. Sorry, slip of tongue right there, but a slippery slope right there. And Rafa landing a beautiful headshot onto Binks, and he is going to get that opening kill onto A bomb side. He's going to heal himself real quick, and is going to try to open up the side. Now Cypher's ultimate goes down, and he has the information. Edit is very much aware of the player's position as well. Spots down Omen, but misses his shots onto Zoid. That is going to cost Team Paratroops. And Flex has that beautiful angle, but what a shot by Glyph. And Strix knows that he has to win this round for his team. It is a 3v4 clutch situation. Does he know that there's a player on site? And definitely they do. And some beautiful shots coming all across the board. It's all down to Glyph, and Jin, being the man of this round, takes him down as well.
Finally, first round coming into the favor of Team Tamilas. I think Jin over there did a great job. They could have been possibilities where Team Paratroops could have won this round when Edit was put up in a situation close to the showers. Bomb was getting planted right in front of his eyesight. He could have used his ultimate or maybe a shock dart or anything which could have been useful to him. But nevertheless, 6 lead point coming in from Team Paratroops. I think it's nothing to be worried about, as Team Tamilas just got back on track first round, because if they've lost that round, it would have been very hard on their economy. And coming back to the game, you can see that Jin and his teammates are making their way towards the B bomb side, while the drone is putting up to the U's and the hookahs. I think it's going to be a 4B long and a hookah push, while we can see that we did find one player out there. Is going to be Glyph in the elbow, was going to get cooked up by many of the Team Pamela's enemy. We can see Rafa's ultimate has been activated right there.
And really, it's just all down to these players. They are going to capitalize on this beautiful push right here. Rafa is playing very slow, even with his ultimate. And will he capitalize his first kill with this ultimate? And he definitely does. Taking down one kill for the team has been a big thing for Team Tamilas, and they're going to take down Mamba. Now, Jin has 39 HP. He is very low. Flex taking down Binks. This is very risky, but that op, that just has to be a glass cannon, and it definitely is. Strix landing two beautiful shots onto Zoid and Flex. It's all down to Strix. Strix in a 1v3 blood situation. He is very much aware of where the players are, but he's going to have to be very careful on how he utilizes it. If he loses this round, he might lose that beautiful op of his, and right-clicking away with that classic. I mean, this just overall classic.
I think that was a very nice try coming in from Strix, getting the 3k. He tried to manage to take 3 players down. Could have been an ace, could have been a clutch, but unless he has a rifle in his hand, it would have been very different. But yeah, I think Team Tamilas are slowly getting back on track. Second round into the favor over there, right? I can see. I think there's a myth. It's not a myth, Shai. You should be knowing about it, that getting 4 rounds in the attacker side would be more than enough to do a comeback in the defenders. What do you think about this? I
I
definitely believe in
mean,
that.
I definitely believe in that as well, because Bind, the kind of map that Bind is, it's definitely defender sided, and even if they get 4 rounds this half, they're going to be set for the next few. I'm pretty sure about that. But Strix playing way too close of an angle with that op, and he might have just lost that holding such a close angle. But Rafa does be careful.
We do know how amazing of Opera Strix is, right there getting multiple kills in a single round with that operator. Well, we can see that it's going to be Flex versus the Strix, Jet versus Jet over there. Unfortunately, the smoke is going to cover both of them, and Cypher is trapped all alone by himself at the B-bomb side, who will get punished for what he is doing at the bomb side right there. And there you go, the bomb is getting planted down. A 4 versus 5 situation. Defenders falling off on a 1 player. Let's see, we do have ultimates. We have Strix ultimate, we have Edit's ultimate, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, we do, and we have all of these ultimates, and they're going to be utilized really, really well. I'd like to think so, but Rafa does get tagged up by that Sova dart, but instantly takes it out. Edit, he's going to have to be huge this round if he wants to make a win for his team. Zoid and Phoenix. Rafa holding too close of an angle and taking out 1 kill. Rafa spotting another player, spamming through the smoke, but gets taken out by Mamba. What a play by Mamba right there. Strix is going to just fall back a little bit, and I think they're going to have to save this round because they do not want to lose any more guns.
Yeah, he was too close. The time is ticking down, so there's nothing much PARATROOPS can do at this point. And there you go, 7-3. Tamilas right there, back on the train. I think they just got into the wrong train in the beginning, and they're back right here, winning rounds. Yeah. I think the way, don't you think the gameplay have changed all of a sudden by Team Tamilas? They've been playing so aggressively. I think they've actually been noticing how Team PARATROOPS play, and which agents play in which side, especially talking about Strix playing in the B-bomb side along with Cliff.
Yep, exactly. I think what they've done right here is that they've taken some time to analyze, maybe a little bit too much time by giving them 7 rounds. But let's see if they're going to make it to 7-5, because if they do, it will definitely be an easy walkover on the defensive side. But Rafa being the first man that enters into showers, they're going to smoke off the site, and Mamba is all alone here. He's going to get backed up by his teammates. But Rafa
ultimate will definitely make his way to the A-bomb site, but not much of a good ability from Rafa.
But there's just some beautiful frags coming all over. Glyph and Binks, landing some beautiful kills onto Zoid and Jin. Flex does smoke off that bomb so that they can regroup and try a different strategy. But it is a 4v2 clutch situation for Team Tamilas, and Flex is going to try to re-peek that angle with that op, and let's hope he doesn't lose it, because if Glyph peeks and hits a beautiful headshot onto Flex, that op is gone, and they're going to have to try to play the last round in another eco. But Rafa does head on over towards Hookah. I believe the best play over here would be to reroute and still create some distraction on the other side, because it is a 2v4 situation. So they're going to have to be very, very careful here.
If you ask me, the considering the economy of Team Tamilas, they should definitely go for a save in there. But unless I think it's going to be a try coming in from Flex, he
10
has
seconds
activated his
left.
ultimate, and there you go. That's a great game coming in from Rafa, who is
Spike
going to get the
planted.
bomb planted in B bomb site, while we have Flex, who was distracting at the A bomb site. Now is reported. He is back to B bomb side, and from a 4v2 to 2v2. I think that's something called as an outplay, if you ask me. I mean, that
I mean,
was
that is
pretty
what I was just
impressive.
talking about. Exactly. That was very impressive. I was just talking about it, right? I said one player should
Yeah,
go over to the other bomb site and one player should distract. And that's exactly
yeah.
what these two players have done. But Edit tries and a beautiful shot by Flex, and Flex landing 4 kills this round.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think Flex did a great job right there, distracting them
Last
at A
round
bomb
before
side,
the
getting the
half.
kill onto the Cypher, and then instantly giving that headshots to Strix and Edit. I mean, Strix is such an amazing player. I thought they almost had this round because when it's a clutch situation and Strix has an operator in his hand, I think definitely would have been able to make it. But I don't think Flex gave him a chance.
Flex definitely didn't, but turning that situation and playing together as a team really shows how you can win your rounds.
I
But
think at this point, I entirely believe that Team Tamilas was just trying to understand the gameplay of how Paratroops have been defending the entire 7 rounds. But yeah, nevertheless, coming back to the game, I think Edit over here has some. What do you say? We have a bit of economic problem coming in from Team Paratroops right there. But talking about the game, we can see that Edit gets the first kill onto the Rafa, which makes it to a 4v4 situation. One play down from both of the teams. I think it's going to be execute pretty much. We have three attacker standing in the shot and one in the showers. There you go. Flex is going to give an instant operator shot onto Mamba SR from on the A side, and definitely Blinks does get spotted. And the question is, will he get taken down? Is my question.
yeah, I don't
One
think he
player
will, but
remaining.
he does use that showstopper. But Flex
Planted.
landing a beautiful shot onto Bings, and that long range gunfight definitely is useful with the Vandal. Edit landing a beautiful headshot onto Flex. Now, both the players are holding shot, so this is going to be most probably a contact play from Team Tamilas. They're going to wait for the bomb to get tapped on, and then they're going to try to push together, which is the most likely situation to happen unless and until these players make a fatal mistake. Edit is pushing
player
up very
remaining.
close, takes down Zoid. This is not what Team Tamilas was expecting to happen, and it's all alone. This is all down to Jin. He has to try to make a win for it, and the bomb has been defused halfway through, but Edit, oh my god, does he have time? He
Yes, he
definitely
does,
does.
and that's going to be a 1v2 clutch coming in from Edit. I mean, pretty much, I am very happy by the way how
Switching
Edit has
sides.
clutched this round, and I don't think the Sova, I mean, the Jin should have waited. He should have instantly traded it for his teammate. But yeah, such a beautiful clutch coming in from Edit, which closes the first half in an 8-4 situation. I think it's a decent score. And Team Tamilas do have a chance of doing a comeback in the defender side. As we can see, defender starting off as defender side, getting 8 rounds is a positive note, and getting 4 rounds in the attacker side is also a positive note. The pistol rounds in the second half, I think the pistol round in the second half actually matters the more than the pistol round in the first half. What do you think about that? Because
I
this is
think
gonna be, this economy is gonna take you over to the next half, and while it comes to the second half, you're so close to the winning point.
yes,
Four
that is
point lead
definitely
from Team
true.
Paratroops.
Exactly, but I think it can depend from team to team and
Mhm.
pretty much from situation. It's pretty situational, but either way, I'm liking the slow approach that Team Paratroops is adopting right now. They're trying to make a B play happen. Binks is just following up that Sova drone to try to play off of some information. Flex will get spotted on the back of sight, and Binks is gonna act on that information. As I've said before, Sova and Raze on this map overpowered. And as I said, that 4 kills, some beautiful kills coming all around the board, and those shock darts are going to maybe tag him up a little bit, but Recon does come in through, and it's going to be very difficult for Edit, but he has done a clutch before. He will get backstabbed by Rafa, and no. Is
Will
Rafa going to
Rafa
try
knife
to...
edit please? Okay, that was not a knife for God's sake, but yeah, there you go, another kill for Rafa. That's a pretty cool shutdown coming in from Team Tamilas, which is gonna be 5 rounds for Tamilas and 8 for Team Paratroops. And I definitely am expecting that this second round, after winning the pistol round, is going to be a full buy. I mean a force buy, the SMG buy, Spectre buy. So pretty much I'm expecting it would end up in a 8-6 score. And in the
Yeah,
third round, if team Paratroops loses the full buy round, then I think Team Tamilas would clearly get a chance to do a beautiful comeback.
that is definitely true, but you never know what can happen in a game of Valorant. And Strix is playing very aggressive, those right clicks with the classic, but that's not gonna hit enough. But one of the players is definitely low. Stoner landing a beautiful kill onto Binks. Zoid has that Spectre. He has the gun advantage. He's gonna have to be very careful with the timing, and he definitely nailed it, taking on Mamba SR and landing another beautiful kill, Stoner, onto Edit. Now that was a clean wiper, but we do see a win coming in to the name of Team Tamilas.
Yeah, definitely. Sixth round for Team Tamilas, as I've said, that this round is pretty much going to be into the favor of Team Tamilas. Coming back onto the track, third round, it's going to be a full buy from both of the teams. Pretty much, I think Team Paratroops have more percentage of winning this round. This entire theory of why Team Paratroops can win the third round is because Team Tamilas have done a SMG buy in the previous round, right? So SMG against an entire full by rifles. I think rifles do have a chance of winning.
But
Rifles.
I think that this option of choosing to go into the lost bonus round instead of forcing into assault rifles is the better option, because you never know what can happen in this round. And just in case if Team Tamilas do lose this round, they will have enough money to buy more utility and assault rifles for the
Yes.
next round as well. So this option coming in from them is really good.
Yeah, over there talking about the game, I think it's going to be a quick A execute coming in there. While we can see all the five players in the shot, one ultimate can take them down immediately. But I think they've faked A bomb side and they're quickly rotating towards the B bomb side. While we can see there's only one player, that is Jin, holding it off at the B bomb side right there. Something to be concerned of about Team Tamilas right there. I think one of the player, that is Phoenix, going to be quickly rotating towards the B bomb side. Binks over here still trying to distract the opponents, and he's going to make his way back towards the B bomb side as well. And I think it's going to be a quick B execute by Jet pushing into the hookah, Sova and the Omen
30
from the
seconds left.
long, and I'm expecting this will be a very quick push. A 3-point lead coming in for Team Paratroops over here. While you can see that Soba has put his recon dart to the use, and Dale gets spotted right there. And Rafa it does not matter if they have rifles in their hand. One Spectre is enough to take everybody down there with an ultimate. He gets himself a 3k. Amazing job by Rafa. I mean, I am entirely impressed by him. I thought that Team Paratroops had this round for a second as they made towards the B bomb site, and they had an entire rifle buy compared to Team Tamilas, where they had an SMG buy. What
Yep,
do you think
that is
about this
true.
round?
I
I think
think I think Team Tamila has handled that perfectly. They handled it the best they could have, and even better, they have economy for the next 2 to 3 rounds, and that is definitely risky. Team Paratroops force buying into this round. It's going to affect how the next few rounds play out, which I don't think they should have. But Bing's playing very aggressively towards hookah. He's just going to push in with his teammate right by his side, and he's going to have to be very careful now. Rafa has a beautiful angle right here, and he might just grab a kill or two for himself. He has to utilize that really well, knowing that there's a player outside. As I said about beautiful positioning, Rafa is going to take down Strix, and he knows two players are in hookah, spotting another player, but Glyph has that stinger in his hand. High fire rate wins rounds, and Zoid definitely lands 2 kills for himself, and another beautiful headshot by Jin onto Edit. What a round. They literally have been holding the site down perfectly. They don't need to worry about anything. They just have to focus on holding angles and making sure that Team Paratroops just walk right in front of them into their
and
crosshair.
there you go. That's a beautiful comeback by Team Tamilas from 8 to 4 to 8 to 8. The scores have been equalized. Pretty much explains how what do you say how unexpected this game can be.
Exactly. And we have another 5 rounds to go for both the sides now. So it's going to be very interesting how they decide to turn out a full buy round, and Flex is back on that operator. And Aldron just being put out into long for information. A more different play coming in from Rafa this time, playing very close in garden, and he's going to try to capitalize on this really well. Strix and his teammates are probably going to try setting up on B bomb side, but they can't do that without the smokes coming in as well. Stoner is going to get smoked out completely. I don't know if they're going to try to capitalize on this, or are they going to try to hold and try to reroute together?
Yeah, I mean, if they lose this round, it's going to be very tough on the repeat. That's one question that to be, represented in their minds before they start pushing. But I think it's a quick rotate to the A bomb side. While we can see there's only one person that is going to be Flex, who's going to be holding it off at the A bomb side. And there you go, Rafa gets that first kill onto the Bing, so which pretty much makes us the possibilities that Flex will immediately take down Strix. Such a beautiful instant operator play coming in from Flex. I think he's all down to himself on the B-bomb side.
30 seconds left.
Side, my bad. And there you go,
Yes.
bomb has been planted down, a 3 versus 5 situation. Attackers on a man advantage, defenders on a man disadvantage right there.
No, either way, it doesn't matter.
Either way,
What the
yeah.
point is that it's a 4v2. That it's what has just happened is turned into a 3v2. Oh my god. Glyph landing some beautiful shots. Jin and Flex. That just turned into a 1v1 clutch situation. Now Mamba is all alone in this. He has to make sure that he lands his shot beautifully. Or is he going to try to make an outplay happen right here? I think he just decided not to. And oh, he definitely did. He's going to try to confuse the player. And oh, that was just good enough to distract Jin and not defuse the bomb. What a round for Team Paratroops.
Yeah, I think Mamba Asa did buy some time by confusing Jin over there. And there you go. 9th round and the first round for them in the second half, I guess, right? Paratroops first round in the
Yes.
second half.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry for the bit of a confusion back there.
Yeah, I think
completely confused.
I think Alika got a bit too hyped watching the game, and she's definitely very excited to see how this one turns out.
It's get very interesting for casters when when one of the teams does a comeback, and especially talking about my friends playing in both of the teams. I think I am very hyped, and not only that, the audience look very hyped about it as well. Team Tamilas doing a comeback, and Paratroops making their level best, not to give any kind of chance for Team Tamilas over there. But yeah, talking about the game, I think it's going to be quickly executed by Team Paratroops, while Mama SR is going to use his ultimate and come back over there. Coming in from edit over there, Zoid will immediately take down Bings. He spots out Mamba, both of them stuck in the hallway. Can't do much. In a 4v4 situation right there, bomb gets planted down, a beautiful plant Flex with an operator in his hand. Can he do much?
I don't think he can. I don't think he can, but we'll just see how this round turns out. It is going to be a very difficult situation for these guys to retake the bomb side because all of the players are holding really crossfired angles.
That shot
That's what I said. Flex just missed his one opportunity, but he does land the first shot onto Strix, and he does instantly activate his ultimate and landing another beautiful shot onto Edit. Now it's all down to Flex. Will he try? And he's gonna stick it. He's actually gonna stick it, but he does get spammed through the smoke, and Mamba winning yet again another beautiful round for his team.
I think Mamba doing their beautiful 1v1 clutches back to back. I think Mamba is back into the action right now. It's high time we finish the match and move on to the second map. That is going to be Haven. That was actually Paratroops pick. So I think, there's something I am amazed. I was afraid of that. Bind was actually Team Tamilas pick, and they are not performing their best in Bind. Paratroops is on a lead with 2 points. Or maybe it can go to an OT. I definitely wanted to go to an OT because the suspense should never end for the audience as well, that who's gonna walking away with the $300 team code and the winners of ASUS ROG and Intel. But while talking about the game, you can see that there's an entire massive push coming into the A-bomb side, Shreya.
Definitely, there's a huge push coming in, and Strix, he has his ultimate still, which can be utilized really well. Mamba SR landing a beautiful shot onto Zoid. Flex still has that AWP, and we've seen this man do beautiful things with it, but this is going to be a very risky situation, 4v3 clutch situation. Flex missing his shot in that close range, and Rafa is going to be pushing with that Sova Owl drone. into very close angles. And this strategy of pushing with the Aldrone, I definitely loved, and that does land him a kill onto Strix. Now it is a 2v3 class situation for Team Tamilas. They're going to have to really, really win this round if they want to win. And Rafa, with that beautiful utilization of Molly, and as I'd say Molly, it was more of his burning hands thing, and Jin is going to just fire through the smoke, through the firewall, and he does land a kill onto Mamba SR, but, well, they win the first round for themselves yet again.
Yes, I think Tamilas got back on the track again, getting a quick round for themselves. That is going to be 10-9, a 1-point lead only for Paratroops. At this point, if Paratroops gives away any of rounds, I think there are high possibilities that it's going to be an OT. It was actually a Tamilas pick. Considering the fact that it was a Tamilas pick in Paratroops to definitely have 1-point lead, it should be a bit risky for Tamilas losing this game, as it's only a BO3 and 2 maps are going to decide that who is going to win, and maybe it can be a third map that is going to be a decider map, that is Ace, and that was actually Tamilas pick. Nevertheless, coming back to the game, I think right over here, can we have a look at the scoreboard, please?
And I do see that a pause has come in. Oh, no, that is a mistake right there. But either way, I think the scores would, we are not able to see the scores yet, but we will be seeing how Team Tamilas decide to defend this side, because, I know how they are losing by 1 point, but it's only 1 point, and they can definitely make a beautiful comeback from this, because they have the opportunity and they have the time to do it. Edit with some beautiful shock dart lineups right there, and Binks is very much aware he has that beautiful ulti of his, and he utilizes it, but oh no! Binks landing a beautiful kill onto Rafa, and just overall trades coming all over the board. Flex landing a beautiful shot onto Mamba SR. Strix landing a beautiful shot onto Stoner. Oh my god, these frags are just popping off. And Flex landing a beautiful op shot onto Strix. This round has just started, and it's already seems like it's getting over. And Flex, the timing, and what a beautiful round right here by Team Paratroops.
Yes, Paratroops definitely did a great job over there. The way they got the entry into the bomb set, that was great. If you noticed in beginning of the round, the way how Glyph instantly placed out the camera and he actually attacks one of the players in the B-long, I think that was very beautiful of Glyph, and a proper cypher plays and coming over there. Talking about the number of kills, Strix with 16 and Flex with 21 kills right there. I think he's doing a great job from... he's on top of the scoreboard compared to both of the teams. Flex, we can say that he's actually carrying, but yeah, I wouldn't mention that. So coming back to the game, where it's gonna use the stone and make it to a quick A-bomb side. Android is all ready to flash the enemies out there in the shot, and there you go. It's a black mess right there.
It truly is. Zoid is just trying to battle with all of those just bullets raiding by him. That Sattel is going to throw Zoid a bit off, but this is going to be a beautiful rush, I believe so. And that shock dart just landing into 40 HP, and oh, this is a pretty interesting play done right here by Paratroops. They're going to instantly push Rafa out of his position. Oh, a flash coming in by himself right there, but he is going to have that information now as to what he has to do, because he's going to have to call a rotation instantly. Now the bomb, there's not much option. They're either going to have to teleport back to A, or they're going to try to hit bomb side B, which seems like the plan, and it definitely is. Mamba SR pushing aggressively. Strix landing beautiful shots all around the board. Jin with 2 kills. Binks onto Jin. This is just an awful lot of gunfights going on, and Rafa is all alone in hookah.
And it's going to be a long round, guys, because 30 seconds on the clock, and the bomb gets planted down. A 3v3 situation right there. We can see Flex Bag spams through the teleport, and he actually takes down Mamba SR right there. Something to be concerned of, and both of the players from hookah have come out. They definitely know the call out that both of the players are at the outside, but we do have a beautiful ultimate who's going to get himself a 1 kill, and there you go, a match point coming in for Team Paratroops. A beautiful close by Edit with his ultimate. A proper gameplay, well played, I guess. And this one thing I would like to mention about is that if Team Tamilas does not get this round, that means they have lost this map. That's going to be the second map, Haven. I think Team Tamilas losing their map pick is a bit risky right there.
I definitely think so, but anything can happen in a game of Valorant, and I think we're gonna see some. They need to get fired up. They need to get pumped up. That we have to make this to overtime. I think that's what's going on in their brain right now. That they need to make a win happen for themselves. But a beautiful round coming in from Team Paratroops, and that teamwork and coordination can definitely be seen right there. But in terms of economy, we can see that Team Tamilas is not doing too good. Rafa with a beautiful flash coming in, but he's not going to be able to capitalize on that. Being traded off with a beautiful flash coming in from Omen, and Mamba is going to TP back off side for some information, and he definitely does. And they have entire B bomb site for themselves now. This is going to be risky, but Rafa is still there holding in garden, and the bomb has been dropped. This is going to be risky. Rafa landing 2 kills. No, he just couldn't get the third, and Edit and Strix getting the rest of the cleanup. They are pretty much like the cleanup crew. Zoid landing beautiful shots onto Strix. Now Binks is all on his own.
Yes, the bomb hasn't been planted down yet. All the span point. Can Team Binks do it? Can he clutch it out for his team? Right there, Roman will immediately smoke it off for him at the hookah. He does have a phantom in his hand, but Flex is very close. I don't know how Zoid spotted out him, and he takes down Binks over there, which makes 10th round for Team Tamilas, 10 to 12. Match point for Team Paratroops, just 2 rounds away from making it an OT. What do you think? Can it go to an OT? I definitely want it to go to an OT.
I mean, I do as well, and I'm pretty sure all the Team Tamla fans in the chat definitely wanted to go to OT as well, because they are excited to see these boys just grow and harvest those skills into something useful. So I am excited to see if this map will go into OT. But in terms of economy, as I said before, this round is going to be a little bit risky for both the teams actually, because if both the teams lose out on this round, either of the teams lose out, the other is going to have to eco yet again,
Yes.
or the other team will win. So this is a very crucial round for both the teams.
I think it's more crucial for Team Tamilas because it's a full buy and it's a match point for Team Paratroops right there. So if Team Tamilas get this round, I think it's definitely going to be an OT as a Team Paratroops are going to do an eco if they lose this round, but definitely, nevertheless, the round has begun and it's going to be a quick aim push from Team Paratroops right there. Strix activating his ultimate and pushing aggressively towards the bomb site. We have 3 defenders holding it off at the bomb site. Jet in the heaven, that is going to be Flex, who's going to land an instant headshot onto Binks and gets taken down by Mamba immediately. A 4 versus 4 situation already, 1 minute 17 seconds on the clock. The bomb should get planted down by then, but Rafa will not let that happen. He gets that kill on District. Trades it off for Rafa. A 3v3 situation. I really love the way how the trade game is going on between both of the teams.
That is definitely true. The way they're playing together is all this game is about. And Stoner landing a beautiful shot onto Cliff. Now it's a 2v2 clutch situation. Oh, Edit on that timing. That was so crucial. Stoner's all alone. This is going to turn out to be a fatal round if Team Tamilas doesn't clutch this one up. But Stoner, he knows that there's a player holding lamps. Why is he checking shot? Oh, no. That was a really fatal mistake.
Yes, there you go. That's a win for Team Paratroops, winning it off at the Tamilas pick. That is the first map of the day. Team bind into the favor of Team Paratroops. I think I am very impressed by the way how Team Paratroops have been playing since the beginning. They've given a 7 rounds straight into the favor in the first half and giving away 4 rounds at the almost when the first half came to an end. They had pretty tough competition from Team Tamilas in the second half. If you ask me, it was really a tough competition. Nevertheless, a beautiful and a good job coming in from Team Tamilas as well. They did their level best, especially I think Strix over there. He has gotten himself the most number of kills in the entire server. He definitely deserves the MVP even after losing the first map. And we'll be proceeding with the second map in a short while. But what views do you have to talk about in the first map?
I mean, definitely, it is a bit concerning that this map choice was Team Tamilas, but they couldn't bring this one back home. So it is definitely concerning. But I think that the way Team Paratroops have dealt with the situation, kept their calm and they kept their cool. And they've worked together as a team, which is what I really like to watch and see. So definitely a well-deserved win for Team Paratroops. They won by 3 round with a 3-point lead, I believe. And I'm just overall really excited because I have said it in the beginning and I'm going to say it now. I am a Team Paratroops fangirl. So I am definitely rooting for them in this huge tournament. But what do you think?
I definitely think that we can see that the first map did went into the favor of Team Paratroops. I think if Tamila gets the second map, there you go. That's going to be a decided map. That is going to be decent. I pretty much wanted to, go into a decided map because both of the teams deserve at the third map. I think both of the teams are really good in the competitive scene. You can see it was a close score. 13 to 10 was really a close score for Team Tamilas. They did an insane comeback in the almost the end of in the first half. I think the only thing where it went wrong was in terms of the buy from Team Tamilas. They've been doing force buy every single time, even after they lost rounds. But yeah, I think
Exactly.
pretty good job by Team Tamilas. I think if they manage to get the second map, then it can be a deciders map, or else Paratroops will be walking away with $300 worth Steam wallet codes. And not only that, I think they are going to be the Hornet title of the champions of ASUS ROG Valorant Tournament Showdown.
Yeah, exactly. But before we head into the next map, I think we're going to take a quick break and come back with some amazing matches to continue casting and watching.
Be right back, guys.
back to the ASUS ROG Showdown powered by Intel. And here's my co-caster, Elika. And I'm really excited to be casting the second map for the ROG Showdown series. And let's see how this map turns out. The map is Haven. Now,
Yes, the
in
map
terms of,
is
yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
the map is Haven, and actually Haven is a Paratroops pick, and I'm definitely expecting that Paratroops will definitely take Team Tamilas down. But unless I think right now I have to become a little bit of fangirl of Team Tamilas right there because they have closed up the first map in a very close score, 10-13. Being it the Tamilas pick, unfortunately Tamilas couldn't perform their best, but Paratroops already have 1 point in the bag. That is one achievement in their hat. I definitely should think that Team Tabalas will give their best in the second map. What do you think about the previous game, Shreya? What happened wrong over there?
I mean, I think that the biggest issue in that last game was purely because Team Tamlas kept force buying into certain rounds, and where they should have just saved and they should have utilized a little bit of better utility usage coming in that should have come in from Team Tamlas in early rounds. That is what could have probably saved them a bit of the hardship that they went through in the later stages. But definitely, force buying into the early rounds doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But either way, they still have another map to go, and they can definitely come back into this map with a strong push. But in terms of agent pick on Haven, what are your thoughts on that?
Definitely, I'd go with the Sova because Sova is really important when it's a map like Haven because Haven is a three-sided map. Well, it's going to be a tough job for defenders to defend the entire three sides. So I'd be going for a Cipher and a Sova from the defenders, as well as a race can be picked as a duelist. Jet is highly what do you say, highly advisable because Jet's dashes can be useful in a huge map like Haven. Haven is the largest map in the entire map pool of Valorant. And talking about the attackers agents, I definitely am expecting Phoenix because Phoenix flashes are really good and his ultimates can be used very properly. You do have a lot of places over there, and I'm expecting Killjoy as well. I think Killjoy is pretty much advisable for the defenders. Team Tamilas being starting it off at the defender side does give me a lot of things to be concerned about. While the match has begun, we'll go live right in front of your screen in 1 second, and there you go. Fourth round, the pistol round has begun, Shreya. What do you have to say about it? It's already down to a 4v2 situation, putting paratroops in a trouble.
And talking about 4v2 situation, it's turned down to completely a 4v0 situation, if you know what I'm saying, because Flex landing some beautiful shot onto Team Paratroops. And definitely winning that pistol round is really important because that is what sets the pace for the next few rounds that they will have to play. Because if they don't win a pistol round, it won't give them enough economy for the next few rounds coming into the game. But I like this decision made by Team Paratroops of not forcing or buying much. But maybe I spoke too soon. I did see a tiny specter pop up in the scoreboard.
Yes, definitely. And I think first round going into the favor of Team Tamilas does really concern me a bit that being a Paratroops map pick, I think Team Tamilas would definitely give their best on the defender side. And it's a slight advantages for Team Tamilas to start over at the defender side. While talking about the execute, I think it's going to be mid to C execute while we can see that Sova is holding it off outside B right there. That's going to be Jin holding it off at the A link. A force by an SMG by an entire SMG by coming in from Team Tabalas.
Exactly, and they're playing very slow. They're trying to make some, trying to see if Team Tamilas will make a mistake anywhere on site and make some stupid mistake that. I mean, honestly, while playing Valorant, we all have done that, and they're trying to see if any sort of execute, but it does seem like a B execute is going to happen onto Wajin, landing beautiful shots all across the board, and Strix trading up on that, immediately getting completely blinded. But ooh, good trade coming in from Edit, and the situation is down to a 3v3 clutch situation. Talking about 3v3, it's all down to Glyph, but he gets taken down instantly. A very quick B push, but I think Team Tamilas kept their cool in this one.
Yes, second round into the favor of Team Tamilas. Now it's going to be the actual round that is going to be a full buy coming in for both of the teams. The big guns round has come, the third round. I think third round actually shows the true potential of both of the teams. So which team can hold off the fight properly with an entire full rifle buy. While talking about Team Pirate Troops, I don't think they're going in for a buy as they forced by the second round and they lost the second round. So I think it's going to be pretty much a semi-eco round for Team Paratroops, where Rafa gets first kill onto Binks and gets immediately traded by Mamba. Good job there by Mamba.
Definitely a good job there by Mamba, but this losing a gun so early in the round is definitely risky for Team Paratroops, and Strix is going to pick that Spectre right back up. And they did eco this round, so they might turn this into something really favorable for themselves with Mamba and his teammate right there pushing really quickly towards Garage. Zoid landing a beautiful shot onto Edit, and Mamba holding back a little bit, but all the three players have pushed in. Another beautiful headshot coming in from Mamba, and it is going to be a 3v3 clutch situation. Now it's all down to Flex to retake this round.
Yes, I think Flex should definitely be able to retake this round as there is no space for the guns. And there you go, quick 3k, beautiful spray coming in from Flex, clutching it out for his team. That is 3 rounds back to back for Team Tamilas. I mean, it was a good eco round coming in from Team Paratroops as well. It was a semi buy round and they managed to get the bomb planted down and 2 players from Team Tamilas down. So I think the economy of Team Paratroops should be pretty good right now. We could see Flex with 5 kills on top of the scoreboard. We have Mamba with 2 kills from Team Paratroops right there, standing right on top. And I do think that Stoner hasn't been performing properly in the last map. I think he's back. He's going to perform very well in a map like Haven, and Team Tamilas having an advantage of starting it off at the defender side. They're completely using that advantage to their use. 3 rounds back to back.
And
Stoner.
talking about some beautiful executions coming in from Team Paratroops, and the bomb will get planted by Glyph instantly. Now it is going to be it's going to be very difficult for Team Tamilas to try to retake this situation. And talking about retake, Zoid pushing in quickly and landing 2 beautiful kills for himself, but Edit is going to be taking that trade instantly. Now it is a 3v3 clutch situation for Team Tamilas. Flex, he has that aiming potential and capability, and all the players have been dropped down to side. Rafa landing a beautiful kill with his molly on to Strix, and a beautiful push by Mamba landing 2 kills. It's a 1v1 clutch situation. We have seen Mamba do this before, using that Omen TP to his full advantage, and wow.
What a round coming in from Mamba right there, getting a quick 3k and getting the first round for Team Paratroops. A beautiful, beautiful clutch by Mamba right there with 5 kills on top of the scoreboard, equal to the Flex number of kills. And definitely, that's a very well played round by Mamba. I think he deserved to win that round. And talking about the Omen outplays, is the amount of outplays Mamba puts into the game. It's just insane. I mean, he exactly knows how to optimize the entire abilities of an Omen, how to entirely use it. Well, coming back to the
Exactly.
game, I think it's going to be a quick A execute, Shreya.
I mean, yeah, definitely that A execute worked for them last time, and it might just work this round as well for them, but they're going to be a little bit more slow in terms of their approach. But talking about going things slow, they do the exact opposite of that, and they are ready to push in. Bink landing a first kill onto Stoner. Rafa has that beautiful ultimate, taking down 1 player, 2 player, and oh, what a beautiful shot in from Rafa. Strix, that Reyna so useful on this map. Flex with that beautiful flick onto Mamba as well as Edit. And now Strix is going to be in a tough situation right here, but he is Reyna. He does have his ultimate and he can make very good use of this situation, but just couldn't land that shot onto Rafa. Beautiful 3k coming in from Rafa.
Yes, I think Rafa over there used his ultimate with the Spectre in his hand, got himself a 2k, and then he closed this round by taking down Strix. Strix being a duelist, especially Rena, which is not that advisable in a competitive scene, but Strix did a good job right there. Mamba unfortunately gets taken down by Flex. I think Flex does really have good, good skills with the operator. I think operator being the most expensive and the most difficult gun to run. especially in a map like Haven. Haven is actually a very huge map, so I think there's a lot of space for the operator to be put in use.
That is definitely true, but Zoid has that. I like the play that Zoid is making right here as to he's holding, and look at that Rafa. He's just holding too close of an angle to like, and Rafa gets the first kill but gets instantly traded. Flex lands another beautiful shot onto Edit, but it is going to be a 4v3 class situation for Team Tamilas, and they have to definitely push towards C. They know their position, they don't have any option left in their bag. Thinks he's holding that flank, making
And
sure
there
that
you
nobody pushes.
go. There you go, the bomb is getting planted down. But unfortunately, we see that Zoid and Stoner are putting this immediate headshots onto Mamba and the Edit. There you go, 5th round for Team Tamilas. I am I am very surprised, and I think at this point I'm impressed by how Team Tamilas is playing. Maybe it's just an advantage that they started off as a defender side, but that advantage they're completely being put to use, and they're wiping. I mean, they're shutting down Team Paratroops, and they are delaying them into coming to the bomb side and at least even plant the bomb.
I think exactly, Alika. They're doing a really good job of that. But this is going to be a little bit weird because last map bind Team Tamila's pick and they lost that. And this game is actually pretty interesting because this map was chosen by Team Paratroops and they're not doing too well on it with their attack side executions. But let's see how they carry out this round. It seems like they're choosing to make contact onto A and immediately rotate all the way around into mid, and they're going to try to play some default execution right here to try to get some picks and capitalize on those picks, because right now they're down by 4 rounds and they really need to capitalize on this. Rafa playing very aggressively towards long as well as Stoner. Binks has activated that ultimate, but I don't think he will be able to put it to any use, holding it too long, and he lets it go last second, throwing out a grenade as well. Very last minute showstopper coming in by Binks, but this is going to be a retake coming in.
Yes, a retake, an entire 5v4 retake coming in for the defenders right there. Everybody is spotted right over. We have Flex immediately pushes into the side. He dashes, but we can see that Clips gets that kill onto the Rafa, and there you go, and an immediate shutdown for the attackers. And that's going to be the second round for Team Paratroops. I think there's a thing called the B can be an easy retake, but it also can be a dangerous retake. When you have all the players sitting in the side, they're not going to let you come in, especially when it's smoked off from A link and the C link. Good try. I think if Team Paratroops manage to get 4 rounds in the attacker side, they can do an easy comeback on defender side. So pretty much it's going to be a tough competition for Team Tamilas as well.
Definitely, and we see a different execution coming in from Team Paratroops this time around. They're trying to play, but Rafa is all over the map. He reads these guys like a book, and he knows exactly what kind of execution they're going to be doing this round. Rafa still lurking around that Omen smoke, and he's going to get the first kill, putting up a flash in his hand. He's going to blind out all the players holding back, but Zoid, he's an unstoppable man, and Rafa is going to flash out of the smoke and land a beautiful shot onto Mamba, onto Glyph, and pulling out that pistol, but just not enough time. Now Edit is all alone. He's the single man out here, and he's going to have to deal with so many players just sandwiching in on him. But Rafa definitely stepped up his game right here, and everybody from Team Tamilas is pumped up.
Yeah, I think that is very true. Team Tamilas are at the highest point they can ever be. And Rafa, he's doing a perfect Phoenix job. He has played previously Phoenix in the last map as well, that is Bind. And he has done a great job. He was actually the top fragger in the last match with 23 kills in his hand. Although they lost the previous match, still he deserves to be MVP. And now talking about the current match going on 6 rounds, that makes it a 4-point lead for Team Tamilas right there from the defender side, and a quick A push coming, and I do think definitely it's going to be an eco for them because they've lost too many rounds against Team Tamilas. Rafa is going to push that garage, and Binks is going to make his way towards the A bomb site, and there you go, the way has been made. Flex is quickly gonna rotate towards the heavens. Bomb is getting planted down.
Exactly. And as we're talking about the bomb being planted down, Flex has that really height advantage and he just spams Glyph through that Cypher cage. What a play made by Flex, and Flex landing 2 kills for himself. Will he take a third? And seems like he's gonna get flashed out by Reyna. As I've said before, Reyna's flash is absolutely lethal but can be taken down in an instant. And as I've been talking about that, Flex takes down another kill for himself. Rafa, what a beautiful retake right here for Team Tamilas. They have been just powering through these rounds and they just don't care whoever comes in their way. I think I think, Alika, we're gonna have to go into a third map.
Yes, and I was completely shocked by. I am really suspicious on like Flex. I mean, did you see the way how he sprayed through the cage and gets those two instant headshots onto the
Exactly.
enemies in the shot? I was stunned for a moment. Easier man or easier beast, whatever he is, he's doing a great job for Team Tamilas. Out of nowhere, he come into the site and he knows exactly where all the players are standing. And Rafa, being a very aggressive duelist player, that is Phoenix, is using his ability. It's like he's playing an entire mind game with Team Paratroops right there.
Exactly, and I think Team Tamla is utilizing the last map. I don't think they're too worried right now because they have completely used the last map to understand how Paratroops plays. Because it doesn't even matter about the map; it mostly matters about these beautiful kills coming down here onto the map at Mamba SR. He has a beautiful headshot onto Stoner, and it is going to be a 2v4 clutch situation. But Zoid won't let that happen, and Glyph, yet again, he has a beautiful aim, but he's not going to be able to secure another round. Now, Ascent is definitely, in my opinion, defender sided. It is
Yes,
going to be,
I
I
definitely
mean,
wanted to
yeah,
go to the third map because that's what makes us interesting. That's what makes the casters interesting and the audience to get more hyped about third map. When you know that these both teams are pretty popular in the community, and we have a lot of audience and a lot of fans coming in for both of the teams. Right? They're talking about the scoreboard. We have Flex with 15 kills and Mamba SR with 7 kills. Both of them top fragging from their teams. Now, the question I really have to ask, and I'm really concerned about, is that it's going to be a very difficult situation for Paratroops. Even if they want to do a comeback, they at least need 4 rounds, minimum of 4 rounds into their hands in the attacker side. Them being falling
exactly.
short of 2 rounds, Blink is gonna use his ultimate to take down Jin right there, and this round just might going to the favor of Paratroops because they have a 2-man advantage. While we can see that Blinks gets it tagged a little bit. As long as we have Rafa on the screen, I don't think that's gonna happen. Paratroops winning a round, Flex with an op in his hand, something to be scared of, if you ask me.
Exactly, and it is definitely something I would be scared of if I was versing these guys now. It's all down to Rafa, to Flex, and he just gets spammed through the wall. That
There you go, much
placement.
needed round for Paratroops, third round. And if they take one more round, I think there are very high chances they can do a comeback in the defender's side.
Exactly. But definitely a question for you, Alika, right here. What are your thoughts on picking up Reyna on a map like Haven?
I definitely consider picking up Reyna, especially the player who is playing Reyna is Strix. Strix has been a very aggressive jet and a duelist player. So why I would recommend to play Reyna is that Reyna's flash is an amazing flash compared to all the duelist flash we have right there, even compared to the Omen. So I think Reyna is highly advisable, and the ability. See, when Strix has that ability to score more number of kills, I think Reyna is surely advisable for a person like him to play.
Exactly, exactly. But we all know that how Reyna is an absolute powerhouse of
There
a
you go.
killer.
Talking
Oh
about
god.
Reyna, Strix immediately takes down Rafa through the glass box right there. I mean, that flash really did help him, and it also panicked Rafa. I think the important kill for Team Tamilas has been taken down. That is going to be Rafa getting down by Paratroops. I think that was a really important and a necessary kill. If Paratroops won this round, they should definitely take down Rafa. But pushing aggressively was not advisable for Flex right there. But
Oh,
he knows
that.
where Binks is. He as a operator, he has his ability, utility activated, ultimate activated, which is just gonna do an entire flank. He's gonna take down Zoid. There's no one player left. That is going to be Stoner, who's going to rotate from the A link. Binks versus the Stoner. He
I know
exactly
exactly
knows
where he
where
is.
Stoner is. Can Binks take down Stoner? And
I
nope,
know
he
exactly
immediately gets
where you
traded for
are.
Stoner. And Stoner in a 1 versus 3 situation. His ultimate has been put to use last round of the first half. Can Stoner clutch this out? The time is kicking down right there. He gets spotted and then he gets sprayed down. There you go. That's Gilbert Glyph closing it off for Team Paratroops in an 8-4 score,
Switching
4-point lead
sides.
for Team Tamilas and 15 kills for Flex. I think Flex over here did a great job on the first.
Exactly. As a duelist, I think Flex and Rafa are definitely doing their job, and they're trying to make some particular opportunities happen for the team. But what I'm going to enjoy watching for sure is how they're going to utilize their economy and how they're going to decide which side to push, because you have three sides. And one common mistake that I did realize while watching this was that Paratroops is committing to a site too early. They are not allowing for Team Tamilas to move around, rotate around, and I think that they need to slow down a bit and they need to really focus up if they don't want this map to go to another decider map.
Yes, and I definitely think that Paratroops has that thing in their mind. It's a very high chance, and I think Team Thumblers also
I have
won't
the
give up this
spike.
map that easily because it's the only chance they have of winning this tournament. It's entirely this map is going to decide if Team Thumblers are going to do the decided map or they're going to be walk away as the runner up. So while we can see that Jin and his teammates, that's going to be Team Tamilas making their way towards the sea long, while we have Edit playing it such close short notice and he's going to take down Omen and he gets immediately traded by Stoner. That frenzy is a bit mischief gun when it comes to immediate sprays right there. The seaside is them to themselves. Flex is getting his bomb planted down. 3 versus 4
Spike
situation
planted.
and beautiful easy retake can be done by Team Paratroops. What do you have to think about that, Shreya?
I think so too, but that definitely that pushing up C long was very risky for Team Thumbnails. Now Stoner is doing a huge flank all the way around, and Flex gets flashed out. It's Jin with a beautiful headshot and Binks, and oh gosh, it's a 2v2 clutch situation, and it's all down to Stoner right there. Well, I don't think they know where he is, but this is going to be very scary, that's for sure. And Binks is defusing the bomb, and Stoner just did not have enough time, and I don't think that flank paid off as much as he'd like it to. But this round was a bit wonky, in my opinion. It shouldn't have gone down that way, but either way, Team Paratroops is going to secure another win for themselves.
Yeah, there you go. Team Paratroops are trying to pull it off pretty easy in the defender side, if you ask me. A beautiful retake from Team Paratroops in a 4 versus 3 situation right there. Also, there's one thing I would like to mention again and again. That's going to be a that's going to be a force by coming in from Team Tamilas right there, which is a very risky force by coming in from Team Tamilas. If they lose round, they cannot even do a full buy the next round. So there we can see that Team Tamilas is putting their entire dedication over there, but Edit over there just does not give that option for Rafa there. Blinks over there gets 2 kills with a 1 single boom pod, and there you go, 3rd kill for him and closes it off. 8-6. I think that force buy perfectly worked for Team Paratroops.
And it definitely did, but now they need to keep that momentum going, and they need to make sure that they do not give another chance to Team Tamilas, because they are down by 2 points and they're going to have to be very careful as to how they make another play happen right here. But in terms of defense, they're doing just fine, and this buy coming in from Team Tamilas is definitely a smarter option. So walking into this round, we will be seeing some interesting pistol plays coming in from Team Tamilas, that's for sure.
Yes.
But as we can see, a default setup coming in from Flex, and he's going to slowly walk up to B main. And talking about B main, Rafa is already into sight. And do they know that one player is holding back of sight? Mamba SR is all alone, and he does get taken down by Rafa. Binks, yet again, showing off his amazing skill and just taking down 2 players of Team Tamilas. And Binks, he is such a good raise, and we can see that right there by his utility usage. And Edit taking down Jin and Stoner, and Zoe just completely being the cleanup crew. And it's all down to Binks being that amazing raise that he is. Gets a beautiful shot onto Stoner, and he does not know that Zoid's angle is right on him, and that satchel is going to be 7 bullets in his gun, and he lands a beautiful 4K.
There you go.
Wow.
I think Binks right there is doing the perfect duelist job as Raze right there. And there you go. Seventh round for Team Paratroops. I think they're almost on their way to do a comeback, and it's going to be a tough competition again. I think both of the times are not gonna give up anytime soon. Neither it's going to be Team Tamilas, neither it's going to be Team Paratroops who are going to give up. They both are going to put their 100% effort into this map, because it's going to be a win for Team Paratroops if they win this map, and it's going to be the second chance for Team Tamilas if they win this map. That's going to be a
Exactly.
decider map, Ascent. And Ascent, I definitely wanted to go till Ascent because Ascent is one of the most played maps in Valorant, which has been popular in the beta and, of course, even in the new version of the Valorant. While talking about the execute, I think it's going to be a pretty much of an A execute coming in from Rafa, holding it off at the A longs. And there you go, Stoner, who is ready to take an immediate trade for Rafa.
Definitely, they both are buddied up together and they are playing very calm. I like this slow push coming in from Team Tamilas. I think they want to take picks. They want to play a bit slow. They want to figure out what is the best site for them and how should they approach it. Because this time, look at B, it's completely open. Paratroops have left it open for retake, which is a very smart decision coming in from Paratroops because B, in my opinion, is one of the easiest sites to retake on a map like Haven. And it definitely looks like a B rush is gonna happen any second now, and it definitely is. Strix landing shots all across the board, and Rafa landing a beautiful headshot onto Binks.
And there
And
you go. Zoid gets the bomb planted down. That's going to be a pretty easy retake, as B bomb site is the smallest site in the Haven. The Strix is gonna throw his flash right into the B bomb site and make his way towards the B bomb site. Flex immediately guarding off the bomb site, takes down Glyph, gets immediately traded for Strix, which makes it a 3 versus 3 situation. While the Sova's ultimate has been used, Jin putting his outplay right there. Rafa will take down Strix. Mamba takes down Rafa. That's going to be a 2v1 situation right now. All down to one player. That's going to be Edit, who immediately gets taken down. Finally, one round for Team Tamilas in the second half. Beautiful, beautiful, like what you say, post-planned gameplay coming in from Team Tamilas right there. Especially talking about Jin. He was playing from windows. He was patiently waiting for them to defuse the bomb, and then he uses his ultimate. I think that's what you should have done when you are losing and the opponent team is doing a comeback.
exactly, and I think that the thought of Team Paratroops was very good, and it was very correct that they should leave B for a retake. But I don't think it worked out in their favor, and their retake was a bit, I'd say, mistimed and misjudged. But either way, it seems like it's gonna be heading. They're gonna be heading in towards a execute most likely, and Edit. Oh God, he has so much of info, and Flex. He lands a beautiful headshot onto Glyph, and Rafa is gonna clear out all of his angles. Flex does head into a short, and Mamba is going to come onto that retake. It is a 4v5 clutch situation, and let's see how this round turns out because I am definitely scared.
Yes, there you go. Zoid gets a bomb planted down immediately at the A bomb site. And there you go. Jin does not give up that time easily. He takes down Strix. Flex takes down Blinks immediately. That's going to be a 2 versus 4 situation. A difficult post-planned game coming in for Zoid over there, who is actually aggressively holding it off at the CT, and that push was not considerable. Flex will take down Mamba SR immediately. A 5 versus 1 situation, all down to the poor Sova. That is going to be Edit, who is trying to take some exit kills right there. He gets flashed. He's in a hurry. He gets one kill. He takes down the gun. He gets himself almost a second kill, but Flex will immediately trade it off for Edit. That makes it to 10-7. Team Tamilas leading it with 2 points, and Team Paratroops are falling short with the economy as well as the confidence. So what has suddenly happened to Team Paratroops? Doing such a beautiful comeback and then getting shut down by Team Tamilas immediately.
Yeah, I like I've said before, I think they're not able to communicate properly about what exactly is the execution and how they want to retake a bomb site because that is what I'm seeing happening most of the time. But I do believe that they do have a full buy this round, so it is going to be very important for them to take this one in the bag because it's going to be risky. But I like this utilization by Jin right here with that Sova drone. Instead of flashing out, they're choosing to use that Sova drone for intel, and so much of utility being thrown at A long, and that definitely lands Binks a beautiful kill onto Rafa, taking down one of the top scorers in Team Tamilas. But Binks, he's always there and he does his job as a duelist perfectly. very much assuming that Jin is going to be holding into garage. Now, Jin,
Yes.
he has a utility, and I think they're going to try to make a play towards C, which is what seems to be happening. I don't know if Jin spotted him up on the platform, but oh god, this is a beautiful play coming in from Jin. He has so much of intel. Oh, he's just going to fall back off, and Binks lands another beautiful shot for himself. Now, Binks, he has been doing big things for his team, and Team Tamilas is left with only 3 players. The bomb has not yet been planted.
Yeah, yes, 38 seconds on the clock, and there you go. It's a 4v3 situations. Attackers should definitely put one thing in mind, but as long as you have Binks on the side, that's not gonna happen. Left. He gets himself a immediate 2k. Can Binks shut it down for his team? He's very close, and there you go. He was so close, and Zoid takes him down, but 20 seconds on the clock, nothing much he can do. In a 1 versus 2 situation, he's down to 20 HP. Strix is against him. Zoid does not even have the bomb in his hands. 11 seconds on the clock. Can Zoid do it? Nope. Strix will take him down immediately. There you go. 8th round for Paratroops. I think Paratroops heard me, and now they have to definitely do a comeback, make it to a 10 score, equalize the scores, and maybe do it in OT. OT can be more appreciable, and the third map will be more appreciable if you ask me.
Definitely. A third map would be very interesting to watch, definitely. And I don't know what is going on in the minds of paratroops right now, but they must be worried. They must be trying to uplift each other and trying to take a more optimistic route. And that retake and that beautiful gameplay coming in as in terms of team play has been really important. And what that's exactly what has gotten them this round. So heading into the next round, we see Edit with a, I believe that's a bulldog, but that's going to be interesting to see because if they lose this round, it will kind of land them in a bit of trouble. But either way, it's just a 2 point lead, and we still have a long way to go.
Yes, I definitely think we do have a long way to go. And talking about the buy, we do have added 999 with a bulldog buy, and we can see Flex with an operator. Every time Flex buys an operator, that concerns me because he is very good with operator. The way how he puts that snapper gun into use is just beautiful. I mean, it's like, you know, it's honey to my eyes. You know, it's just like honey to my ears. It's honey to my eyes. I just can't stop watching Flex take those beautiful kills. In a way, we can say that Flex has a flexing aim.
That is definitely true. But one thing I have liked about Team Tamilas is that they are keeping their cool even in this situation, and the round is about to get started now. It seems to be like a very slow push towards A, and I think they're trying to create a contact push right here, utilizing that over.
Yes.
So over Aldron, I said over, okay. And Strix has a beautiful angle in A long right there. He's gonna have to be very careful. Glyph is going to get flashed out, but luckily it was just a Phoenix ulti that saved him. 56 seconds, 56 health, sorry, onto Glyph, and he's gonna have to be very careful because Flex has that operator, and if he lands into that crosshair, he is going to be taken down. But before getting taken down, I think he might have just tagged up Flex pretty heavy. Now, I think they are planning to commit to A because they are pushing very aggressively towards A long. Jin getting spotted back there. Strix immediately falling back off to A's site. And he does have his teammate on the back of bomb site A to support him all the way through. It is a 5v4 clutch situation. And this is definitely concerning from Team Tamila's side because all the 5 players are alive on Team Paratroops, and Flex is so low. He shouldn't be pushing like that with that operator. If he loses it, it's going to be a huge financial issue for Team Tamilas. But
one thing I would like to mention about Strix is that explain on the A long what he did was not pushing, holding, not using his ultimate. Did give a positive vibe about them for sure. Now it's all down to the poor side for left in a 1 versus 5 situation with 8 seconds on the clock. Can he get the bomb planted down? Nope, he cannot get the bomb planted out. He's going to go for a save, and this we have Mamba SR who's going to hunt him down and take him down. It's a save for Stoner right there. That's going to make 9th round for Team Paratroops. I think Paratroops right there are getting in track slowly, back to back. I think both of the teams are gaining rounds back to back. I mean, if they give away 3 rounds, the opponent makes sure that they take back those 3 rounds back.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And
it's
they're
pretty much like an equal competition from both of the teams. It's not like one
exactly.
team is dominating or the other team is giving up. Both of the teams are really doing great job. While talking about Binks over there, he has his ultimate. Stoner has his ultimate. I think Saifu's ultimate is very famous for the Intel. And while talking about the operator, Strix over here takes down Flex immediately. That's an important kill for Paratroops, taking down the fragger of Team Tamilas. Editan gets an important kill. That's down. That's Rafa down. What do you have to say? It's all down to 3 versus 5 situation. It might go into a 10-10 score.
Yep, it might just land into a 10-10 scoreline, and Edit is holding a very close angle. That recon dart will definitely give him information, but just about the timing, he lands a beautiful shot onto Stoner, and Jin is going to push onto side. He's very much aware of Edit's positioning, but ooh, that headshot right onto Edit. But definitely didn't land, and Edit's going to go in for the kill, and that's going to pay him a huge price because Zoid shuts him down. Now it is a 1v4 clutch situation, and doesn't seem like Team Tamilas can do much in this situation because he just has a deagle for himself, or I'd like to say a revolver in his hand, and that gun is a high risk, high reward,
30
but
seconds left.
he's gonna have to land some beautiful headshots to even think of getting this win for himself. And Biggs is slowly approaching him. This can be risky, and it definitely is. Biggs with that beautiful headshot onto Zoid.
I think don't you see the massive change of gameplay from Binks from the compared to the last game to this game? I think Binks has become a more of an aggressive player in this match, having 19 kills in his hand. He's above Strix 19 kills, and he's helping Team Paratroops to a comeback slowly. I think the scores have been equalized at this point. Entire audience, it's more like an what is it? It's more like an India Pakistan match. That interesting. This match is
I
going on. I
mean,
think the entire audience is hyped up as well. Now this round is going to definitely be an interesting and a very important round for both of the teams.
yep, both the teams have a full buy, and they both have to win this one out to land into a more preferable situation for themselves. Rafa playing so up and close and personal up to that smoke. It is definitely going to be important to make sure that this round pulls off correctly, and that B execution is definitely going to come underway. Binks, he has held the side down before, and I'm sure he can do it again. Glyph landing a beautiful shot through the smoke, and Binks yet again landing a shot with that amazing raise grenade. But Binks, he utilizes that showstopper so beautifully, and Binks yet again, that race play is what saves Paratroop.
Out of charges.
That B execute. Wow.
And there you go.
Absolutely
1
astonishing.
point away from Team Paratroops to make a match point, and they're very close to a match point unless we have a Team Tamilas with something going else in their mind. But I don't think there is going to be something or a miracle happening right there, because their economy does not look great at all. If they want to go for a overtime, then they should definitely equal this round, because even doing a force buy as a stringer can be highly risky for them. So yeah, that's going to be a Nico coming in from Team Tamilas right there, and it's going to be a match point for Team Paratroops right there if they win this round. Rafa has been detected. Strix will immediately take down Zoid, which makes it to a 4v5 situation already.
Bomb buddy out.
Yep, exactly. And Glyph is just absolutely wrecking the players of Team Tamilas. But while we're talking about wreckage, Jin has that really close angle gun right there. Stoner landing a headshot onto Glyph, and he spots Stoner right in time. He's very much aware of another player being on a bomb site, but the bomb will get planted by Flex and Strix. Does he know that Sova's holding that right angle? I don't think he does, but it's going to be very difficult for them to retake this one until and unless Flex, retakes it or is a huge support in the stream.
I think it's an easy retake because it's a 3v2 situation. As long as we have Binks in the team, there's nothing to worry about. Redix immediately takes down Jin, which makes it a 1 versus 2 situation, all down to Flex. The bomb is getting diffused. It's going to be a match point. What is happening? Strix holding it off. Flex will immediately take down Strix. It's actually halfway diffused. It's done, and Edit shouldn't have done that mistake of using shock dart. Maybe it was just a mistake, or maybe he purposely intentionally took out that shock dart. But such a beautiful clutch coming in from Flex. I think as long as you have Flex, I don't think Team Tamilas cannot lose one retake round.
Exactly. I don't think Team Tamilas have anything to worry about. They are very comfortable. They are, they are going to get back into the things. And another 2 rounds to go. This is going to be really, really risky. And we might actually go into an overtime as well. You never know what can
Yes.
happen.
I think the academy of both the teams look great. I think both the teams have got a full buy, and the right thing has done by Team Tamilas right there in the last round, doing an eco, but still manages to get that round 11-11. The scores have been equalized. Well, Flex is down to 19 HP, something to be concerned of, Shreya, if you ask me. Flex being the top fragger in the team, he's down to 20 HP in the beginning of the round itself.
Exactly. And one thing I would say is when a player is definitely popping off and he is hitting his shots, he should not be low because that is the one man that can save your round and take down a couple of people on the bomb site. But it seems like Team Tamilas is going to decide to take it down to C bomb site. And this long range fight is just not going to be enough. But Flex landing a beautiful shot onto Edit. And they did get a first pick onto C, and they are going to capitalize on it beautifully. Rafa getting that quick headshot onto Binks. And this is just beautiful gameplay coming all across the board. And as I've said before, this gameplay is just beautiful. Glyph
Yes.
is on the retake.
Yes, so the retake has been initiated. The bomb has been planted. A 4v5 retake coming in for Team Paratroops. I think it definitely is a very difficult task for Mamba and his team to clutch unless we have Mamba doing some miracles right there. He gets flashed by Zoid. They know exactly where the player is. Zoid, Glyph will immediately take down Rafa. Glyph takes down the second player as well. Zoid takes down one Mamba. Will get immediately traded for Zod, which makes it a 3 versus 1 situation. Clip all down to himself. He gets one kill. He's going to put that thing over there. But the problem over here is down to 10 HP. That time is kicking down. He does not have enough time to defuse. Flex will immediately take him down with the classic in his hand. That's a match point for Team Tamilas. Game changing.
Match
I feel
point.
like this game has entirely changed where it has begun, how has gone, and now where it is standing. I think the entire game has been changing. It has been changing
Exactly.
colors. Like it's just
I
so
don't
hard to
think
predict what's gonna happen next round because both of the teams are insane.
both of the teams definitely are insane and they have a full buy as always. So they are going to have to be very careful how they decide to play this round out. Team Paratroops is definitely, I would like to use the term, they are definitely in a pickle right here because they're going to have to be very careful as to how they're going to get another round win for themselves and take this map to overtime. Because if they win this map, we don't have to go to a decider map. But I think Team Paratroops is definitely going to be concerned right now. And Flex, he is back up onto that operator, and this man does beautiful things with it. So
Not only that, operator, he does have his ultimate activated, and Flex is very good with those knives. Trust me when I say this, he's very good with those knives. Where we can see Rafa has his ultimate aggressively pushing towards the A bomb side. The corridor has been given E side, has been cleared. He throws the perfect molly onto the heaven, and there you go. I think pretty much this a lot of things have been done. While we can see that Stoner gets the first kill on 20,999, the bomb has been planted down at the C bomb side, while Binks gets a 1 kill onto Stoner. Good trade coming in from Binks over there. Flex is down at 12 HP, 4v4 recheck situation. While it can be an advantage for Paratroops as Flex is down to very low HP, 12 HP. When I see this, I really meant it. Flex with those knives is really insane. He gets 2k and there you go. 3k in a 1 versus 3 situation. Binks, the poor soul. I think this round might just go into the favor of Team Tamilas, and there you go. Team Tamilas might shut it down unless we have Binks in a 1 versus 1 situation. Unfortunately, Jin's gonna take down Binks. GG, well played by Binks. There you go, Team Tamilas winning the second map. There's going to be a third map that is going to be Ace. And before that, let's make some analysis about the current map. Haven, a three-sided map. I mean, I have been completely insane in this entire series. There's one thing I have to mention about that. Both of the teams have been playing so unexpectedly. But when Team Tamilas had the map pick bind, Team Paratroops outplayed. When Team Paratroops picked up the Haven map, Team Tamilas outplayed. And both of
exactly.
the teams are making the audience and the casters go very shocked, man. Like I'm
Exactly.
entirely
I mean,
surprised
just
at this
watching the
point.
exactly, Alika. I completely agree with that. I right now I feel like I've just had a couple of shots of espresso, and I'm completely, tensed and hyped up because I love this game, and watching these players play the game is even bigger of a thing. So, uh, well, now it's going to be a third map, Alika, Ascent, one of my favorite maps. So let's see how the next map turns out for these teams, and whoever wins this map is going to be the winner of those $300 gift cards and Steam codes and so on. And it's going to be very interesting. But before we head into the next map, we're going to take a short break, and we'll see you soon.
Yes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ASUS ROG Showdown powered by Intel. Right here, we are going live with the third map of the day, which is going to be the Decider map, Ascent. The first two maps have been doing great. First match has won by Team Paratroops, and the second match was into the favor of Team Tamilas. That made us to wait towards the third map. And here with me, I have my co-caster Shreya, who is going to be hype you guys and make this journey more amazing. But before
Exactly.
we go to begin the third map, I have a small note to make in the second map. Second map, unfortunately, was a very really close game. The first match we had team Paratroops versus team Tamilas in a map bind that ended on 10 to 13. And in the second match we had a map Haven, where team Tamila started off on the defender side, which definitely gave them a positive note to end the match on 11 to 13. That was a very close note. What do you
Exactly.
have to talk about the third map, Ascent, which was actually team Tamila's pick? And pretty much I don't think whose pick it is doesn't matter, because Ascent is the most played map of the Valorant.
Yeah, definitely. I think definitely one thing that there is there in a map like Ascent is that Ascent is a very strategic map. You have to be very careful with the way you play that map because I don't think it's any sided. It can either, if a team has a very good strategy, it can be a very attacker sided map. If a team has a very good defensive strategy, then it can go the other way. But definitely, I'm excited to see how they plan to play this one out because Ascent is a map that completely relies on strategies and strategic gameplay. So we will be waiting a bit, I think, due to a technical issue because of a guy leaving. But either way, talking about the agents that will be played on this map, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the agents are pretty much going to be Sova. Sova is really important in a map like Ascent, because Sova's ultimate are mostly known in a map like Ascent. The beautiful recon net coming in from B mains, and there you go. The Odin has been put to use. I think Amaterasu, one of the India's leading players, has also been annoying players a little bit with an Odin in the B mains. And not only Amaterasu, I think most of the Sova players tend to do that. They throw a recon dot in the B main and they start pulling the bullets off the Odin. That is very annoying. I've been playing against such kind of Sovas and it really triggers me. And talking about Cypher, we definitely need a Cypher to put out the cams in mid and make sure that nobody's pushing mid. And Killjoy is highly advisable, but I don't know if players are going to choose it, as we have seen that from both of the team, none of them have choose Killjoy, or none of them considered playing Killjoy. And talking about smokes, we definitely should consider Omen. I think most of the people choose Omen over Brimstone, because Brimstone has only a limited radius for smoking.
That is definitely true. I think so does Omen, but the factor that really makes Omen so attractive to the audience and to the players is because he can regenerate his smokes. He also has a flash, which Brimstone does not have, along with that TP, which causes a lot of outplay opportunities for the players. So he can be, played, even he can be utilized as a very aggressive controller, and I think that's what's going to really help teams win their rounds. But before we head into the game really quickly, I am definitely expecting to see maybe a Breach come out this map, but we don't know because Breach is definitely one of the most daunting characters in my opinion. And here we go right in.
Yes, and I think the duelist picks are going to be pretty much Jet and the Rays, as we expected. There you go. The first round has begun. I think the first round went pretty much quick, that the bomb gets planted down, but unfortunately, one of the player has been taken down. It's on a 1 versus 2 situation. It's all down to Edit 999. Can he clutch it out for his team? The first round going aggressively into the favor of Team Tamilas, although when they started off at the attacker side, I guess, right?
Yep. They are starting on the attacker side. At that recon dart isn't going to do much for him because both the players are holding under heaven, or more like we call that area in hell, because it definitely was a hell experience for Edit right there. And the first round goes in the favor of Team Tumblers. I'm not surprised with the way they pushed, with the way they made quick strategic plays. It totally makes sense.
Yes, first round, I mean, winning by attackers is a sense of riskiness from Team Paratroops right there, because is also kind of a different decided map. Losing the first round definitely is not a good sign. And there you go. That's going to be clean eco coming in from Paratroops. While it's going to be one Vandal, four Spectre by coming in by the team Tamilas. I think team Tamilas have started off with such a violent manner. They might show a lot of aggressiveness in this map.
Definitely, and as we can see, paratroops, they must be worried losing the pistol round. It can be a huge mistake. And as I've talked before about that Omen smoke being regenerated every round, this is where that Omen smoke is absolutely brilliant. And Glyph, he's just the man all alone on site, and he can anchor a site all on his own, but he's gonna have to utilize that cage very carefully, and he's gonna dance around it. Flex turning out huge in this round, and oh god, Flex just absolutely astonishing. Edit, he's all alone yet again, and he's gonna have to this time turn this 1v5 into a 1v I don't know how many, but he's gonna have to figure it out.
Yes, there you go. Another retake. Edit was put in a clutch situation, but unfortunately, Rafa will take him down. Edit could not clutch that 1v5 with a pistol in his hand while his team was in an eco. There you go. Second round for Team Tamilas looking great. I think there you go. The main important round of every match. That is a full buy round coming in from both of the teams. While we can see that Team Paratroops are doing a 4 Vandal and a 1 Phantom buy. All the abilities have been purchased, and I think Glyph is just 2 points away to get his ultimate ready, and 1 point away for Flex to get his ultimate point ready right there. While we can see that Sova as the bomb, and it's going to be a quick maybe mid to market execute coming in from the attackers, Shreya.
Exactly. It can be, honestly, a map like this, you don't know what execute can happen in the first 30 seconds of the round because of how people play defaults and choose to play things a little bit slow. But Mamba will definitely be the first point of contact when it comes to pushing in through short. And Flex, he has been a wonderful aimer throughout these games, and that Sova drone is going to provide so much of intel into short that Flex is going to utilize it really well, and I'm sure of that. They're just waiting for the smoke to fade, and I think that this execution is going to work out perfectly because they are deciding to kind of create a fake scenario for themselves on short, and it looks like it's going to be a B hit very, very, very soon. A Sova dart just being put into B main and revealing the area, and here we go.
And there you go, 40 seconds on the clock. The bomb hasn't been planted down yet. Attackers, I don't know what's wrong with them, but Binks over here takes down Rafa. It takes down Zoid, gets himself 2k, but immediately
30
gets traded for
seconds
Stoner.
left.
That makes 2-3 versus 1 situation. While we have all one-man person that is going to be Flex all himself at the market. Can he clutch this 1v3 as 100 HP? Right now, he will get immediately take down Binks. That is going to be a beautiful close down by Binks there in the first round for Team Paratroops. I think Binks is performing very well since the last map. He did a very good job in the last map by top fragging from Steven. Not only that, he secured himself more than 20 kills in the last map.
Exactly, and these guys are definitely pumped up to see how this round goes around. But again, another full buy coming in, except for Jin only having half an armor and very little utility. But still, this round can be something totally unexpected. And Binks, as always, he's being a perfect duelist and he's playing his role. But in terms of execution, seems pretty standard. Not too much of aggression coming in from either side yet. So I think they're trying to understand where the players are playing, where they're holding, just some basic information so that the players can get comfortable. But that boom bot is definitely going to be fatal, and Binks is going to try to capitalize on it. But Stoner, he just expects Binks to be there.
Yes, and there you go, coming back to the game. I think 1 minute 12 seconds on the clock. Needed B push. Edit getting the first kill onto the server, but gets immediately traded for Zoid. And the bomb is getting planted down, and there you go, the bomb has been planted down by Zoid. A 3v4 situation. One defenders. I mean, there's a defenders are falling short of one player. Right, the Strix is playing very aggressively towards the CT. One player has dropped down. Jid will take down Glyph, which makes Mamba gets a trade for himself. A 2v3 situation. Still, one player disadvantage for the attackers. I think it's the best that they save unless we have Strix who is going in for a clutch right there. But Rafa will immediately not let that happen. Mamba will get one kill. The time is kicking down. Mamba, can he clutch a 1 versus 1 situation? Phoenix is just behind him, but Rafa will give him an instant 180-degree headshot. That was really insane. Very close clutch by Mamba. GG well played to Rafa over there. There you go, third round for Team Tamilas. Starting off at the attacker side, such a kind of aggression play, Shreya. What has happened with Team Tamilas? What did they eat in the break that they're performing so well in
I
this
don't
match?
know, but they're definitely hyped up just like how we are. And we do see that they're going to force buy into this round, which is going to be Team Paratroops. But Team Tamlas, very well played by them. And Rafa having that game presence and that map knowledge of knowing exactly where Mamba is. That is what a Valorant player is. And he's showing us what kind of amazing gameplay he can offer to us with that beautiful flash just flashing out of the smoke. And I think they're going to start playing a little bit of a default position, waiting for some sort of opportunity to occur. But very slow gameplay coming in, and I'm liking this gameplay. Definitely Flex hitting that shot onto Bing, sticking out one of Team Paratroop's best players, in my opinion. But Sova is still holding on to that site, and it's going to be very risky. If he loses this positioning, it will be a very easy B entry for Team Tamilas. And Edit very close to that corner, and Flex a beautiful headshot onto Edit. And they are going to rush down into B.
And Mama gave a beautiful flash over there, but unfortunately gets taken down in the market, which makes it a 2 versus 5 situation.
One enemy
Bob has
remaining.
getting planted
Spike
down. It's all
planted.
down to Chris in a 1 versus 4 situation. He gets immediately traded for Rafa. And there you go, fourth round for Team Tamilas. Team Tamilas playing beautifully right now.
Exactly, they are playing absolutely wonderful, and the in terms of economy, both teams are doing wonderful. They finally have a full buy, and I'm definitely concerned a little bit for Team Paratroops because they have not been able to exactly win the rounds that they should have. But hopefully, now we get to see some rounds on their belt, and it's going to be very concerning, in my
Yeah,
opinion,
I am
if they
pretty much
don't.
concerned for what paratroops have been like facing at this moment. I think they cannot give up at this moment. They've come
Here.
so far till the decided map. They cannot walk away. Paratroops should give it a competition to Tamilas right there, and Binks will definitely almost did that, but Rafa will never let that happen because his aim is just too powerful that he will never let a person cross his aim.
And it's all about the timing here and a super heavy push coming onto A. Rafa, I think he has just slipped by Edit, and Edit has so much of information, but the bomb will most likely get planted down very soon. A beautiful headshot onto Zoid right there. Mamba, he's all alone with his teammate right here, and he's going to have to figure out how to turn this clutch situation into a win for his team. It is going to be definitely very difficult for them. Mamba, he has his ulti, he has to teleport, he can try to make an outplay happen, but he's also very low on health. And in this situation, honestly, I would save. What about you, Elika?
Yes, I definitely think the retake can be a little bit risky for Team Paratroops right there because it was actually a forced buy for them, and if they lose this round, it can be an eco for them unless they can save, or maybe they have high chances of doing that retake. But I just think they choose not to do it because economy is more important. Considering the fact they're even losing this map, and there you go, fifth round for Team Tamilas. I think Team Tamilas starting off at attacker side, they've been playing insanely very good. I think I don't know what happened to Paratroops at this point. They should definitely do a comeback and show what it likes to be in such a position where you're just getting taken down by your enemy, and they've came so far, Shreya. We've seen map number 1, map number 2 closing it off with such close score notes, and Paratroops cannot give up at this point.
Exactly. My only concern being would be that is paratroops getting fatigued? Are they getting tired? Because another huge part of gaming it becomes is you need to have the energy, the stamina to keep playing. And look at Strix with that blades, and oh god, he's trying his level best, but it's gonna seem to be a very heavy push towards shot, and it definitely is a heavy A execute coming in right now, and that flash has been put so beautifully, but Rafa manages to dodge it, and he's gonna try to get that guard in control, and Mamba, he's gotta hit his shots right here, buddy. Mamba hitting down Jin, but Strix landing another beautiful shot with those blades, and Rafa is down. Now it is a 3v5 clutch situation, and finally Paratroops might capitalize on this round, and Glyph, Binks, oh god, what a shutdown it was.
Yes, A beautiful run coming in from Team Paratroops. Binks really did a good job right there, and Strix taking down Rafa, another player down, definitely helped them do the retake. Because it is one thing I have to mention, the Team Tamilas, the way they're playing too aggressive and fast. And there's also one thing that Team Tamilas also do have a finals against Team Noble.
Oh,
After this, they
wow.
do have a match after this, so the match starts at 6 o'clock. Maybe they just want to close this quickly
Let's
up and
make
go
'em
play
dance.
another match. But Team Tamilas would be so exhausted today, would be having such a long tiring day. Maybe that's the reason they are playing very aggressively and they want to shut it down very fast.
Exactly, but another risky thing about that is if they try to play too aggressively and make too many fatal mistakes, it can cost them an entire finals. So I don't think they want that for themselves. And Binks using his satchel very well there to get some information in mid. Flex, he has so much of control in mid. He literally has all of pizza for himself. He can just try to enter into market and try to make a play over here. But I think Team Paratroops is very much aware of this play. But Team Tamilas is no less. They do have mid control, but they're not going to capitalize on it. They're going to actually utilize it as a fake, I think, and they're going to try to push a different direction. But Flex, that was such a fatal mistake, my dude. Strix taking down Flex instantly, and it's going to be a 5v4 situation for Team Tamilas. Now, Mamba, he has used his flash beautifully, and it's going to definitely confuse the players for quite a bit, but I do believe Rafa has instantly rushed into sight and takes down Glyph, taking down the sole anchor on side.
30
Binks
seconds left.
utilizes that nade beautifully.
Spike planted.
And maybe he might have almost got a kill, but he will tag Omen to a very long HP. Mamba here, he has an ultimate and he has one smoke and two shouts left to be used. And he's gonna use his ultimate. He was almost on the side. Zoid gets taken down by Binks. That makes it to a 4v3 situation. Tackles one off on one of the players. Rafa still stuck in under heaven. Gets one kill. Immediately gets traded for Mamba SR. There you go. The bomb is planted for the Binks. And the front
One
shot
player
is
remaining.
Jin doing wonders. From the shot, gets two players, immediately trades first owner, and there you go, 6th round for Team Tamilas. That was such a close retake. That retake was almost in the favor of Paratroops, while we can see Mamba Binks getting into the site and getting those kills, but unfortunately, Team Tamilas were too good at holding positions. What do you have to say about that, Shadow? How the retake went wrong?
I think the only place where the retake went wrong was in terms of timing, and timing is never in the hands of any player. It is mostly luck and mostly about game sense and game presence, and I think that this was really unfortunate. But going for that orb, Rafa, maybe it wasn't the best option. But right there, Mamba working alongside with his teammate. Zoid, he's holding A main with his teammates, and I think there's going to be a execute real quick. Jin is already out on site, and that door needs to be closed, buddy. Otherwise, another player is going to attack you from short. But I don't think he decides to close the door. And either way, they're going to head onto site. Some beautiful shots coming in from Strix, and Jin takes down Glyph instantly. Zoid landing another beautiful headshot onto Mamba, and what a play by Binks and Strix.
One enemy
And
remaining.
there you go, bomb is planted down and Binks will immediate 2K. Strix will immediately shut down Stoner, and there you go. Finally, 3rd round for Team Paratroops. I think if they manage to get a one round more, it can be a chance that they can do a comeback on the attack side. Unless Team Tamilas has some miracles to do with. I think Team Tamilas surely have been doing a lot of miracles in the last 2 maps. They've done insane comebacks. They've taken down Paratroops in one map and made a close score in the first map, 10-13. Good try coming in from Team Tamilas right here. But talking about current map, I think Strix over here is starting with 7 kills, and Stoner, who hasn't been performing good lately, has 9 kills from Team Tamilas, and each and every play from Team Tamilas is showing their entire dedication, and they are trading off for each other. At this point, I think that's the only reason how they have a 3-point lead in this game, being starting off at the attacker's side.
Exactly, an attacker-sided map. It seems like they've been using their strategies pretty well, and it's working out for them. They have been focusing on their kills. They have been focusing on winning their gunfights, and that's exactly what Flex is about to do any minute now. Is meet Mamba holding guard, and it's going to be very risky. It's all about the timing here. And as I said about timing, Mamba takes on 2 players. Will he get the 3rd kill? We do not know, but he does throw in that flash immediately. Now, Team Tamilas, this is risky because they have 3 players on. Oh, Rafa, that ultimate was just not utilized well by him, but Strix landing a beautiful headshot onto Jin, and oh no, it's all onto Rafa, and that definitely didn't work out for him.
I think defenders were all over the place, and especially Mamba getting that choke and stopping and shutting the team Tamilas from pushing the Asia. That was a great job by Mamba, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. I think that the biggest issue here was that they just did not expect Mamba to be holding such an aggressive angle onto them. But they should have expected that sooner than later. But either way, now we are going to be rolling into the next round, and it is going to be an eco for Team Tamilas. Not looking too good.
Yes, if this round goes into favor of Team Paratroops, then it can be a close of 6-6. 6-6 can be the close of the first half unless we have Team Tamilas or Team Paratroops to shut it down in a more aggressive way. But there you go, talking about aggression. French will immediately push into the B-bomb side while we have Briggs gets one kill, not one but two kills. Throws the boom bot onto the B mains. Of course, when you have a skin like Reaver, anything seems possible, especially for Bings. I mean, the way he got the immediate two kills, and right there, talking about the immediate kills, Mamba Issa takes down Rafa. A 2 versus 5 situation. The bomb is with Zoid, he has a sheriff in his hand, and it's a big round for Team Tamilas.
Definitely, but I would say that I think they know exactly where Zoid is headed, and they should be concerned. Zoid, he's gonna have to hit some beautiful headshots to actually make this happen for his round. He must have heard them dropping down, and this might just be a kill for him if he doesn't check this angle. But Strix won't let that happen at all, and hits a beautiful headshot onto Zoid.
And there you go. That's a win for Team Paratroops, making their way slowly back to the comeback. 5-6. All they need is one round to finish the first half in an equal biased score, so that there's more what do you say, suspense for the audience and casters ourselves, that who might win this match. It was very hard to predict that which team has more chances of winning the map. Because the way how both the teams are playing is so different and so insane compared to any other team facing off against any other team, because these teams are doing impossible things possible.
Exactly,
And of
exactly.
course, Valorant is a game where anything can happen, Shreya.
Exactly. Valorant is the kind of game where anything can happen. And talking about anything happening, I love the utility usage coming in from Edit. He has been utilizing his Sova darts, and on a map like this, Sova, absolutely brilliant. His utility can be used so well, where it can flush out the enemy's positions very quickly now. Team Tamilas have been very careful to not get exposed to any of this utility. So it might just be a tiny bit of surprise for Binks and for the Paratroops team, but Jin landing the first kill onto Binks with that beautiful ult. And do they know that he's there? Both holding back of sight, and I think they definitely will. Both house has been taken over by the two players of Team Tamilas. But they're gonna have to head on to side real quick, and they definitely know. Stoner hitting a beautiful shot onto Mamba. Jin, yet again, he's just popping off.
And there you go. The first half is gonna end into a 7-5 score, which is pretty close for Team Paratroops right there. The side swap has begun right there. And I think there's one thing I would like to mention about the Team Paratroops have given their best in the defender side after getting shut down by Team Tamilas in back-to-back rounds. And talking about number of kills, Mamba is just playing very insanely too good at this map. 10 kills for Mamba Isard, and Stoner gets 11 kills. And I don't think any of the duelists is on top of the scoreboard.
I don't
From
think the
both of the
duelists
teams.
are. I don't think the duelists are, but I don't think it's a very one-sided carry of any sort. I think everybody's playing equally. But let's see how things turn out for Team Paratroops in this round, because they're gonna have to pop things off with a pistol. And one thing I've realized in common is everybody has that ghost. Everybody loves the ghost so much.
Yes, I think Ghost is pretty much similar to all the CSGO players. If you've been playing CSGO, you know that USB is such
Exactly.
a powerful pistol, and I think it has a high damage compared to the classic, and it's budget friendly with 500 credits, although you have 800 credits at the start of the round. While we can see the recon down flushes into the A-bomb side right there. Binks will get the first kill onto the side, but there you go. Binks is already showing wonders right there. He's so close to get the second kill as well. He knows where exactly especially on the defenders are cooking up right on the
Spike
heaven. I think
planted.
it's not advisable for defenders to stand off at the heavens. Three defenders on the heaven. Is that advisable, Shreya?
I don't think so, not at all. But seems like a very risky play coming in from Team Tamilas as well as Team Paratroops. It's going to be a 2v2 situation, and Team Paratroops must be stressed right now that Recon Dart isn't going to do much, but the bomb isn't even planted for him, and there's nothing that he can do. And as I've said before, that bomb wasn't planted for him, and Rafa picking up 4 kills, very impressive.
Yes, although the way defenders pushed were was in a very inappropriate way, but they somehow managed to get that round. It's all because of Rafa. I guess Rafa gets himself a 4K and he's standing in second of the leaderboard with 11 kills in his hand, and Binks such a beautiful entry into the side by taking down Cypher. I think that was very beautiful, and that was very creative of Binks to do that. But yeah, unfortunately, team paratroops could not take that round. But anyways, nevertheless, moving back to the second round in the second half, which is going to be the 14th round on the screen. This one thing I'm always worried about is that Six pushing so aggressively, get immediately taken down by
One enemy
Stoner.
remaining.
I think Stoner over here is doing a great job. He gets himself a 3K, Shreya.
Definitely, Stoner is just absolutely popping off, and he is sitting at the top of the scoreboard. Now, Edit is yet again in a difficult clutch situation, which he seems to be put into a lot of the time, but Rafa is going to take Edit down completely. Now, this is definitely concerning. Team Tamilas, they are leading by 4 points, and Team Paratroops are falling too short on their executions because this map is execution heavy. I would call this map the execution galore. Everybody loves trying different executions on this map, and the usage of each character is so vital. So, in terms of economy, I think Team Tamilas is doing just fine. They're planning to go for a lost bonus round, just in case if they do lose this round. And Team Paratroops, it does have their full buy this time. So let's see how they turn this thing around.
Yes, coming back to the game, a full buy has been initiated from both of the teams. So while Binks gets spotted down there at the mid, Zoid playing so aggressively towards the shot. Will he get taken down? He has a shotgun in his hand. When he was so close to getting popped off, and there you go. Zoid gets himself a 2K and gets immediately tated for Mamba Star in a 1 versus 4 situation. We have Edit in the place with the Vandal in his hand. Elder Flame, such a beautiful gun, but such a beautiful fantasy of every guy to buy that skin, if you ask me, Shreya. Not only guys,
Definitely.
even it was my fantasy to buy the Elder Flame.
Yeah,
The
I mean, I
animation
have
is
this skin
very
as well.
good.
I mean,
The
it looks
animation is
so
good.
smooth. I know. I agree 100%, Elika. I have the skin myself, and I would say that the first time I used it, I became a fan of it instantly. But Team Troops, very aggressive. That beautiful teamwork coming in by Zoid as well as Stoner is absolutely fascinating. But Edit is yet again in a very difficult situation. He's been left in such difficult situations, but he still tries his best with getting a kill onto
30 seconds left.
Jin, I believe, and I do think that Flex is going to get caught off guard. Absolutely demolishing Flex.
If Edit managed to do this 1v2 situation, it can be a game changer. It can be one of the best clips he could have ever clicked in his history of the gameplay. But 12 seconds on the clock,
10
nothing
seconds
much
left.
to do. All he has is Spike in his hand, but I don't think he can do much as his 4 seconds. And there you go. I think it's a save, but a beautiful exit kill strategy coming in from Edit. I think it was a very needed save for Team Paratroops right there. But 5 to 10 scores are not looking good. Paratroops are 5 points away to equalize the scores with Team Tamilas.
Exactly, and I think it's very important to see that we have Flex back up on that op. Now, I am scared. I am definitely worried as to how he's going to utilize it because this man is deadly with an operator and he's done some beautiful things before. So, either way, Team Paratroops is going to not have a very comfortable buy for themselves right here, and it's going to be very scary to watch, but we're going to see how they utilize their strategy and their executions to pull this round off.
Yes, I think if this round does not go into the favor of Paratroops, then it can be a very difficult situation for Paratroop as they're on the attacker side in the first place, and in the second place they're going to be in very bad position in terms of with their economy. And talking about the rounds, I think then Team Tamilas would be only one round away from getting that match point in the hand. There are so many risks in losing this round for Team Paratroops.
Multiple risks and plus multiple rewards at the same time. So it is all down to these players, and they're going to have to figure out the perfect way to execute their playstyle and their strategies, because that's what is pretty much all about Valorant. You need to get your timing, your aim, your strategies in place in order to win rounds. And you win rounds, you win games. That's what I believe.
Here.
So either way, we're going to see how this round turns out. But while we're in for a quick pause, I mean, overall, no breach pick today, which was definitely strange.
Definitely strange. I think both of the teams, they are comfortable with what of the agents they've chosen each and every map. Choosing breach was maybe a choice for them, and they let it go. And the timer has been put to off, and there you go. The round is going to begin very shortly in front of your screens. Ladies and gentlemen. The 15th round is going live. The 5 point lead from Team Tamilas, and the final decider map of who is going to win this ASUS ROG Valorant Showdown powered by Intel, where the winning team is going to walk away with $300 worth Steam codes, a lot of games, a lot of skins. I can see right there, Shreya.
Definitely a lot of games, a lot of skins, and a lot of enjoyment right there for these guys. But it seems like they're stacking up around B main and waiting for some sort of push coming in from Team Tamlas. But I don't think Team Tamlas will make that fatal mistake so late in the round. They have a 5 point lead and they don't want to lose it at all. And that beautiful peek through the smoke onto Binks. And here we see Strix, as always, playing super aggressive. And look at Flex popping off with that op. And Strix landing another beautiful headshot. Another headshot onto Jin. Will Strix go in for the third kill? Let's see.
Maybe he can, because Strix is too good at that aim. But talking about Edit, I think being a SOA player and playing
30
so
seconds
aggressively
left.
is something that should be concern of us. As long as we are winning, I don't think that should matter. Right now, Team Tamilas
planted.
versus Team Paratroops in 2 situation. The bomb gets planted down.
enemy
Lots of
remaining.
player has been spotted down there, and Editor will spam Stoner through the walls and gets that player down. 1 versus 2 situation for Flex with an operator in his hand. He does not have his ultimate, but he knows where Stoner is standing
enemy
exactly,
remaining.
and he will take down Strix, which makes his ultimate activated. It makes it a 1 versus 1 situation. Edit versus the Flex. The bomb is getting defused, and there you go. Perfect ultimate has been put to use by Edit, and it's not gonna tag, not even a bit of Flex. It's gonna throw that recon dot and the shock dot. Perfect lineup. The bomb is getting defused. Very close, and Edit will take him down. That makes it an important round for Team Paratroops. I think Edit did there a great job. If they lost this round, they almost lost this match, but Edit did not let that happen in that round. That shock, that thing was really helpful.
Definitely, like I've said before, this map is definitely Sova's playground, and he has absolutely demolished them that round with that beautiful shock dart. As well as that ulti, I think that ultimate was utilized pretty well, but the timing was wrong. Either way, they won the round, and that's what matters. And Stoner's going to play very aggressively, put a cam up in a main to get some information, and that definitely provides quite a bit of information. But will this be execute workout for them again? I have no idea. What do you think, Alika?
I definitely think this execute might work, but as long as Paratroops believe in themselves, they can actually win this entire match. Binks doing a great job. He gets a 1 kill onto the Flex, an important kill. Jin, Rafa,
enemy
and
remaining.
Jin is actually doing a pretty good job. He gets 3 kills and gets traded off for Edit triple line, which makes Edit left in a 1 versus 3 situation. 2 from the CT, 1 from the B lobby. He has to get the bomb planted down, and not only that, he's very close right there. He's going to go right there and take down Stoner. He gets trapped in a cipher cage in a 1 versus 2 situation. Can Edit clutch this for his team is my question. 46 HP, a recon dart, 2 shock darts against 20 with
player
Rafa as his
remaining.
ultimate activated. Edit will take down Zoid, which makes it a 1 versus 1 situation. If this clutch
30
is
seconds
possible
left.
for Edit, then it is going to be one of the amazing clutches ever made by any of the players. But unfortunately, Rafa takes down Edit, and there you go. That's a clutch for Rafa. 11-6, 1 point away for Team Tamilas for the match point.
Definitely, and I think that this round was just so well played by Rafa. He did not peek, he did not wait for any mistakes to happen. He just wanted to stay calm because at that situation, when you've already turned a 1v3 into a 1v1, that would be concerning. So the fact that they have waited, they have given some time to each other, and Rafa having that complete patience when in terms of peaking after the bomb plant made a lot of sense to me, and I really like that style of gameplay. In terms of economy, Team Paratroops not doing too good. Losing that round has definitely cost them a lot of utility, and two of them are going to stick on to half armor. This is definitely looking risky. But talking about risky, look at that beautiful Sova dart coming in, and Zoid yet again. He might just try to do the same strategy he did with Stoner back then and a few rounds ago. This is
Yes.
going to be insane. Zoid, he's going to get a lineup pretty soon. 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill.
And there you go.
Oh!
Almost, it was almost 4, but as long as we have Strix, I think that's not gonna happen. While we can see Jin gets 1 kill on Chumamba SR right there in the ultimate. I feel bad because Strix was left alone, but Rafa will immediately take that 2k. And there you go, match point for Team Tamilas. One round away. Is it going to be a comeback by Paratroops and do it to an OT, or else is it going to be shut down? And the win for Team Tamilas, TT known as.
Yep, definitely. And this is not looking too good for Team Paratroops. They have very little utility, no armor.
So far, they've given their best in both of the matches, and losing to such a low score would be very, 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 very sad for us. Not only
Yeah,
sad,
but
I think.
definitely. I think one thing we can say for sure is that a game's not over until it's over. So we're gonna keep watching, and we're just gonna hope for Paratroops to make something happen this round, because they're gonna have to be very careful heading into this round. But I think they're yet again trying to make some B execute happen. And talking about B execute, Rafa with a beautiful headshot, taking down 2 players of Team Paratroops. But Mamba is gonna stop that push coming in, and Bings instantly gets tagged up pretty low, and he's not gonna survive with that wrath of what Stoner brings to the table, and it's gonna be a 2v4 clutch situation.
I think it's do or die situation for Team Paratroops right there. If they lose this, they've lost it all. They've come so far, defeating Reckoning India and so many other teams in the Valorant. Now it's a 1 versus 3 situation. Edit with the Phantom in his hand has one record dart, which comes in 3 seconds. His Spike using his hand. Spike is getting planted down shortly. Edit the man of the clutches. Can he do it? He throws that recon dart, which gets taken down immediately by Flex. Flex, with that of a name, he can do wonders. And there you go, and he takes down Flex. That makes to 1 versus 1 situation right there. And it was so close. Unfortunately, Jin takes down Edit, and there you go. The champions of ASUS ROG Valorant Showdown, powered by Intel East Team Tamilas, taking down Paratroops in a 1-2 score. GG, well played by Paratroops. Such a beautiful, beautiful game by both of the teams, Shreya.
Definitely. It was absolutely wonderful to watch. I was on the edge of my seat right here. And my God, what a game it has been. What a map. What a map it has been to just watch how Team Tamilas, they lost the first map, moved on to the second. They won the second map, and now they completely banged this one out, and they've just done and dusted the entire map. And this has just been such a honor to cast and watch, and just watch
Yes.
like all of this amazing talent growing in the industry.
Yo, so that was highly unexpected of Team Tamilas to do such a beautiful comeback. And ladies and gentlemen, the winners of ASUS ROG Showdown Valorant tournament powered by Intel, the champions are going to be Team Tamilas, who are going to walk away with $300 worth of Steam codes. A lot of games, a lot of skins I can see share right there. And thank you so much, ASUS ROG, for giving us such a beautiful opportunity cast right here and walk all the audience through such beautiful matches against two powerful teams in India.
Definitely. And thank you so much for giving us the opportunity and walking with us through this experience.
Yes, this is Alika and there's Shreya. We are signing off today. Thank you so much.